following high school sports is a free service of Withers Broadcasting.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM News Talk. This season of Cape Central Tigers football is brought to you by Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors and Coatings, Banterra Bank, Cape Career and Technology Center, Rosati's Pizza, Stone Mountain Flooring, Strickland Engineering, and DollarSavingDeals.com.
Blue 42. Blue 42 said
Let's send it down to Ryan Winkler for all your play-by-play action on Cape Radio 95.7 FM News Talk.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And actually, alongside. There we go. Fixed it.
Okay.
And we're coming to you from Farmington High School here in Farmington, Missouri. And there was an echo in our headset, so we had to figure out what that was. I think we got it. I think I just had it plugged into the wrong one. So the Tigers are going to take on the Farmington Knights here tonight. Tigers coming in at 5-1. Farmington is 4-2. And at this point in the season, the two SEMO conference teams playing each other are going to play for second here, since Jackson will more than likely win tonight in their game. They'll end up getting first place. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Is your life stuck in a rut? Or maybe you just need to schedule time with friends. At the Cape Girardeau Career and Technology Center, we offer short-term personal enrichment classes, such as motorcycle safety, photography, sewing, painting, ballroom dancing, and more. Visit our website at capectc.com for a full listing of classes we offer.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
Stone Mountain Carpet on Seymour's Drive in Cape Girardeau has one of the largest selections of flooring in the area. Come in and check out our wide selection of laminated vinyl plank flooring from many great brands. Also, we have a huge selection of ceramic tile. And don't forget carpet for the bedrooms. At Stone Mountain Flooring, we have the flooring in stock to fit your needs. So check out our location in Cape Girardeau on Seymour's Drive or visit us online at stonemountaincarpet.biz to complete all your flooring projects. Stone Mountain Flooring.
DollarSavingDeals.com is the Heartland Savings Superstore. Save up to half price on certificates to local businesses at DollarSavingDeals.com.
In Southeast Missouri, check out the deals from MV Nails in Sykeston, Freedom Fitness in Jackson, Reed's Harvest House in Chester, and Turk Dogs in Cape.
If you're in Cape, Sykeston, Jackson, Paducah, Chester, Carbondale, Mount Vernon, Marion, or anywhere in between, get to DollarSavingDeals.com or look for us on the Big Deals app.
Protection from the elements is more than shingle deep. That's why Reynolds utilizes the Owens Corning Total Protection Roofing System, featuring highly engineered components designed to help your roof seal, defend, and breathe. Tough shingles with grip of the Sure Nail Strip that outperforms the competition as an Owens Corning Platinum preferred contractor. Reynolds offers the Owens Corning Lifetime Protection Warranty with every new and replacement residential roof. Right roof, right roofer. With locations in Marion and Cape Girardeau.
It's Cape Central Tigers football season. Strickland Engineering is proud to support the athletes, coaches, parents, and fans who bring excellence to the field year after year. Strickland Engineering has been providing engineering services for over 40 years. Strickland Engineering works with schools, churches, healthcare, and municipalities across the country to move your projects forward, start to finish. One company, over 40 years of excellence. Strickland Engineering. Find us online at stricklandengineering.com.
Banterra Bank is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers and our local communities. I'm Phil Moore, Banterra Market Executive for Southeast Missouri, and we want to be your banking partner. We make banking easy with digital banking, plus exceptional service from our friendly team members at our branch on North Kings Highway. Whether you need a bank for yourself, your family, or your business, Banterra is a team to strongly consider. Stop by and see us. Banterra Bank, member FDIC.
Your home for Cape Central Tigers football. Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Farmington High School, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. And Chandler, the Tigers coming in, taking on Farmington. The Knights 4-2, the Tigers 5-1. And we were talking about it on the way up here. Last year, it was a 35-0 win for Cape Central at home. The year before was a lot closer game. 3-point difference, 35-32.
Yeah, that game was awesome to watch, and got to call that game. It came right down to the wire 2 years ago, and it was here. Cape played Farmington, and 35-32, that was the final score. Really enjoyed calling that one, and we look to bounce back this week because last week it was a bit of a disappointment, and we didn't really see that coming. I think a lot of fans were taken by surprise, and we thought we'd see a very competitive, close matchup, Ryan. It turned out it just wasn't the case.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you said, just not what we expected last week. We expected to be a lot better game, including just the fact that the way the Tigers had been playing, they started the game off right away, scoring 2 plays into that game, and really expected that to be a completely different football game than what it ended up being. And, you said it best, looking to bounce back here tonight against Farmington. And Farmington may want to be careful because the Tigers, if I was part of the football team, I would be angry. And I'd be coming out with a little bit extra fire this week, looking to make up for last week and maybe show that last week was just a fluke, just a bad game.
And Jackson has dominated the rivalry matchup now for the last 9 seasons. For 9 years now, Jackson has defeated Cape. So that is one of those things. As we said, we went into it thinking it'd be a good game, it'd be very competitive, but Jackson really just ran away with that one. And Cape was the first one to score, but they put up 42 over Central last week. Final score was 42-6. Jackson won. And now that makes Central 5-1. Looking back, though, a couple of the games that we've seen this year, a few shutouts. 42-0, we beat New Madrid County Central. That was the very first game of the season. And then week number 2, we played St. Charles West, won 35-0 there. And also another shutout we had was against St. Dominic on the 27th, 47-0. That was the final that week. So lots to feel good about if you are Cape Central, and if you're here tuned in watching Cape Central Tigers sports on YouTube, also on the radio, 95.7 FM, 1550 AM. We do want to tell you about our pregame sponsor. That is the Cape Career and Technology Center. Their vision is to provide an environment for students to make career connections and advancements through education and training. The Cape CTC, proud sponsors of Cape Central Sports.
So the Tigers out here on the field ready to get things going. We need the opening, or the coin flip first, and then the opening kick as the Knights come running out of their tunnel, and they're getting ready to go here as Central, like Chandler said, looking to bounce back tonight against the Knights. They've won the last 2, at least 2. I was trying to look it up, and my phone's not loading very well. So they've won at least 2 in a row. I believe it's more than that, though. So it's something that the Tigers have over Farmington, and they're going to look to continue that streak here against the Knights.
Here are the starters for your Farmington Knights. That offensive line, number 62, Wyatt McDowell.
The Tigers starters for tonight. The offense, the wide receivers, Carter Strong, Paul Tran, Zaire Thomas is listed as a starting wide receiver. Left tackle, Matt Pope. Left guard, Cameron Bird. Center, Nate Roth. Right guard, Connor Poole. Right tackle, Joe Kuntz. The Deshaun Sims sets up in the Y position. Running back is Keyshawn Boyd, and quarterback, Declan Pittman. And then on defensive ends, Cartez Hopkins, Demarion Nunley. The nose guard is Devin Boyd, outside linebacker. Jonathan Williams. Inside linebackers is Sean Shelton and Gavin Pittman. Cornerbacks, Mateo Rivers, Brayon Clemens. And the
at quarterback, number 3, Brett Durant.
front safety, Warren Eanes. The R and the D, Logan Margetta and Cole Geyser. Cole Geyser. And then the captains tonight, Carter Armstrong, Declan Pittman, Warren Eanes, and Cameron Bird.
So we are about 5 minutes away here from kickoff here. Farmington taking on Cape Central. As we talked about 2 years ago, this game was, wow, what a game. We got to call this one 35-32 was the final. I still remember it very well. Last year, though, it was a shutout. So we're looking to capitalize, have more of the same results as we did last year, and really to bounce back. As we said, we've been talking about it. Last week was pretty much a disappointment, and we want to do better. We know we can because offensively and defensively, this has been a very solid team all season long, and it really just came up short last week. I think once Jackson got the ball rolling on offense, it was hard to put an end to it, and they looked quite good last week. I know Jackson's had some really tough competition this season, so they were able to defeat Central last week 42-6 the final, and we are bringing you coverage this evening on Cape Radio 95.7 FM, 1550 AM, also on YouTube, Cape Central Sports. You can watch and listen to us call the games all season long. And I want to tell you once again about our pregame sponsor, the Cape Career and Technology Center. Their vision is to provide an environment for students to make career connections and advancements through education and training. That's the Cape CTC, proud sponsors of Cape Central Sports.
The referees for tonight, the referee is Kelly Brown, the umpire Jeff Anglin, linesman Eric Lambert, line judge Alex Becker, and the back judge Matthew Carroll. We had a tiny cheerleader, what do they call it here? There's a dance clinic. The Group 1 and Group 2, they performed a dance. It was the small, under the elementary kids,
Yes.
elementary school cheerleaders were out there with the high school dance team and all that, performing before the game. And this side of the bleachers, Chandler right in front of us, cleared out pretty much
Ladies and gentlemen, your officials for this evening.
right after that, because a lot of it was just the Farmington kids' parents here in front of us, and some Central fans mixed in. But now we've got a nice chunk of Central fans here in front of us. Almost this whole side. There's still some Farmington because you can see some yellow in the crowd, but the far side, it's pink out night here as the students for Farmington across the way are wearing their pink shirts. And they were selling some pink merchandise over by the concession stand. Chandler and I did not get any pink stuff.
Nah.
We don't really need pink Farmington things.
Decided we wouldn't do that this evening.
Yeah. We thought about it, but nah.
So we got the coin toss going on right now. Declan Pittman out there for your Cape Central Tigers. Also Cameron Bird, as well as Carter Armstrong and Warren Eanes. So coin toss going on right now at midfield.
Yeah, they sure are taking their time getting that coin toss. There we go. So the Tigers are going to go from right to left, and they will receive the opening kickoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cape Central will receive to start the ball game.
The Knights will go from left to right on your dial.
Doing a 50-50 raffle, so everybody grab your wallets when you see them coming around. 5 bucks you take it, plus proceeds go to the class of 2025.
So the Tigers will kick things off. Sorry, they won't kick things off. They'll start things off on offense as the Knights will kick this one away to start it. And the Tigers are going to look to score early and often here. As, like I said, if I was on the team, I'd be ready to go here and going to try to make a statement now.
Well, speaking of scoring early, Ryan, last week, Central scored very early on with that touchdown from Zaire Thomas. And that was the only points we saw last week. Kind of disappointing, but 42-6, that was the final last week. against Jackson. We've talked about it, and it's a brand new week, and that's what we got to remember. We're going to have much better success on both sides of the ball here in Farmington this evening. I definitely think that that's what we will see, as last year it was a shutout, 35-0 when these two teams played last season. The year before that, it was quite the matchup, though. 35-32 was the final. So Cape Central offense going to be starting off here right after the kickoff. Farmington Knights getting all set up to kick this one away. That is Ian Zoner for the Knights.
Everybody let your team know who you are.
He's going to line up and get ready to kick this one away as it's going to be a very short kick. They're not even going to give the Tigers a chance, and that's going to go out of bounds, which actually is worse than trying to kick it deep, because now the Tigers will get the ball out at the 35. Because it's considered a penalty to kick it out of bounds on a kickoff.
That's one of those things, you know, if you're the coaches, you're saying, well, you can't do that. You can't avoid. You have to avoid penalties such as that. Cape Central offense comes out now, ball on the 35 for the first drive of the game.
So Pittman will set up with Boyd in the backfield. Two receivers to the right side, one to the left. And we get a flag right away. And it's a false start on the Tigers, but not sure where that came from. So they'll start at the 30. So now we'll set up with two backs in the backfield and a receiver on each side. Boyd and Thomas. As Pittman will hand it off to Thomas. He's going to run around the outside, go towards the far sideline now, turn downfield, get across the 50, and he'll be pushed out of bounds for a big first down there for the Tigers. As he gets from the 30 to the 48 in Knight territory.
So that is a 21-yard run by Zaire Thomas. I'll put them into Knights territory here, 1st and 10 with 11:53 remaining in the first quarter.
Last week they were already up 6 points at this point with this amount of time left. He's going to keep it himself, try to run it up the middle. He didn't get very far, but he got a nice chunk of yards there across the 45 down to the 43.
Another run here by this Cape Central Tigers offense. We've talked about the run game all season long, how explosive it's been. Keyshawn Boyd, Zaire Thomas in the backfield. Those two guys are just another year bigger and another year stronger, Ryan. 2nd and 5 here for the Tigers now.
Receiver on each side. They're going to hand it off to Thomas. He's going to come around here to the near side. Now cut back up towards the middle. And the ball came out. And I think they're going to mark, they're going to signal Farmington football, but I don't know about that one. I think he was down. As Thomas is slow to get up, he does get helped up by his teammates. So we'll change possessions here. I thought he would have been down, marked down, but they're going to say it was a fumble, so it's Farmington football at the 38. So they'll hand it off. He's going to run it up the middle, and I don't think he went very far. Looks like he gained a yard to the 39. Hand that off to Brett Dry as the quarterback. Let's see who he hands it off to this time. I think it was Caleb Leask. Could be Coy Fripp. Couldn't see right away.
We'll see what they do here on 2nd and 9.
So Dry will set up, and he's going to put a man in motion. And a bad snap, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to lose yards back to the 37. Ty Essner and his wife are watching at home, and he says he was down.
I'd say a lot of Tigers fans were probably thinking he was down on that play. But nevertheless, 3rd and 11 here. They could come up with a stop and force the punt. We will just have to see. Farmington has the ball on their own 37 here. Just under 10 minutes left in the first quarter.
Third and 11. Dry will roll to his left. He's going to throw downfield, and it's going to be, it's caught. He did catch it. But they will mark him down at the 44.
He may have ran backwards.
Yeah, I don't think he actually had made the catch, maybe 2 originally, because it looked, I thought it was incomplete, to be honest, from over here. So I don't really see, that's the other thing, I don't see Farmington looking for clarification, so maybe he did not have control of the football until he got back there towards the 44-yard line. And now they'll have to punt this one away. And that's a pretty good punt. It's going to be caught and dropped, but he'll get it right back. And he's going to get, I don't think he actually got knocked down. I think he slid and slipped out there on the turf. It's across the 30. It'll be Tiger football in their own territory at the 31-yard line.
Tigers will take over here for their second possession now, hoping for some better results than last time as it resulted in a fumble. 1st and 10, ball on their own 31 with 8:50 remaining here in the first quarter.
Pittman sets up 2 receivers to the right side. He's got 2 backs. He's going to hand that. Nope, he's going to fake it to Boyd. He'll pitch it to, well, that's actually not Thomas. He's going to run it around here to the outside. That is Brayon Clemens. And now Thomas comes back out onto the field. Gets it to the 37-yard line. So it's 2nd and 4. Nice gain of 6 there. So 2nd and 4 with 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Boyd in the backfield. Pittman will get the snap. He's going to hand it off to Boyd. Boyd will work his way over to the right side. Now he's going to run towards the sideline, and he'll come back towards the middle and get brought down across the 40 at the 42 or 41 and a half.
That should be enough to move the chains, yeah.
And the referees were waving their arms, I guess, to stop the clock in case they needed to measure. But yeah, that's a first down by, I think, at least a yard. I think they only had to get to the, or half a yard, I should say. So we'll hand it off to Boyd. Nope, he'll keep it himself. Pitch it again to Thomas. It's low, but he's able to get his fingertips on it. Now he's going to run it across the 50. He'll meet the defender and get brought down in night territory at the 49-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 1 for the Tigers. It was almost I wouldn't say too light of a pitch almost. It wasn't quite hard enough back to Thomas, but he was able to lean forward, get those fingers out, wrap his fingers around the.
They'll put the ball at midfield for a 2nd and 1.
And they'll fake the handoff throws, and it's going to be intercepted as it went right to his hands. And he is brought down at the 41-yard line. And that's the the second turnover of the game, first interception for the Tigers on offense. So a fumble and an interception. And the Knights need to try to capitalize. They couldn't capitalize on the first turnover. 7:22 left here in the first quarter.
So Bryson Logan coming in, making the interception there for the Knights. That'll give them the ball back now. And as you said, Ryan, let's see if they can capitalize here. They'll have the 1st and 10 ball on their own 41.
Dry, the quarterback, he'll take the snap, and he's going to hand it off. Trying to run it up the middle. Maybe a little off to the left side, and he gained a yard. 2nd and 9. Cortez Hopkins on the tackle. Dry looking to the sideline to get the play call from his coach.
You see, this Cape Central defense, Ryan's going to get a little bit more of a break this week than they did last week. That hurry-up offense that Jackson likes to run. Farmington likes to take their time a little bit more, though, than Jackson.
Dry will spin around. He'll throw it backwards, and he's going to get brought down at the 44-yard line. So a gain of 2 once again, as that was, I think that was Connor Rice. Connor Rice got the pitch from quarterback Brett Dry. As the clock continues to tick away, 6:13 left here in the first quarter. It's 3rd and 7.
So once again, this Knights offense faced with a 3rd down. Last time defense was able to come up with the stop, force the punt. We'll see what they do here on 3rd and 7. Ball on their own 44.
Quick throw from Dry is caught. Oh, no, it's not. It's incomplete. It came out of his hands. So it's an incomplete pass. It would have made a huge difference anyway. He would have been short by at least 4 yards, I believe. So it'll just be 4th and 7. And the Knights will have to punt this one away once again.
That ball intended for Ian Zoner on the Farmington Knights offense. Just in and out of his hands. 4th and 7 now. And hopefully the offense will have some better results now as they'll come back out here onto the field. And we've seen two missed plays so far already.
This one's back to Paul Tran. He'll make the catch at about the 15. Stutter steps, puts on the brake, steps backwards, and now he'll get out to about the 29-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take over. So a good 14-yard return, considering he was being chased down almost at every angle by a Farmington defender. And he had a lot of stutter steps there in between some of his cuts.
Yeah. So this offense taking over now for their 3rd possession. As we said, 2 turnovers already, 1 fumble, 1 interception. Got a 1st and 10 now. Ball on their own 29. 5:44 left to go. First quarter.
Pittman will get the snap. He's going to hand it off to Boyd. He's going to come around the left side on the near sideline, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 33.5, 34.
So Keyshawn Boyd on the carry. I think that would be his first of the night.
Yeah, last week, Boyd only had 73 yards on the ground. Thomas had 52. Pittman also had 52. And they'll hand it off to Boyd as he steps back, and now he's going to plow forward. Still going as he's dragging the pile with him across the 40, down to the 43 for a 1st down.
Yeah, Ryan, it was a bit of a quiet week last week on offense for the Tigers. And besides that 1 touchdown by Thomas, there just wasn't a whole lot really going on. Jackson was able to shut down the run game, and the defense wasn't able to really step up much either. But here we are, 5:20 left to go in the first quarter. Still a scoreless ball game up in Farmington here this evening.
2 receivers to the right side, and we get a whistle. I think we get a flag on Farmington. No? Well, they're sending somebody off the field for Farmington. I don't know what. It's number 22, Chase Buchanan. I'm not sure what the whistle was exactly. There was no flag. They just stopped the game and told him he had to go off the field. Well, maybe his helmet came off and we just didn't notice it. Pittman will fake the handoff, keep it himself, run it up the middle to the 45, to the 40. He gets a good block, and he'll run over one of his defenders, but the defender grabs his ankles as he goes across, and he's going to trip him up, pull him down at the 36-yard line, 37. Make it the 37.
A
so
big
nice
run
game
there. How about that? Declan Pittman. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers as they're now in Knights territory. Ball on the Knights 37. Let's see if we can get something rolling here on offense.
2 receivers to the left, 2 tailbacks. In the backfield, they'll hand it off to Boyd. He's going to stutter, and now he'll run up the middle towards the left side, and he'll get down to the 31. So a gain of 6. 2nd and 4.
Tigers offense putting together somewhat of a nice drive here. Hopefully they can capitalize with some points. We've already seen 2 turnovers so far this evening, 1 fumble and 1 interception. 2nd and 4 now. Ball on the Knights 31.
Spain is in the game, and he's in motion. And they will fake the handoff, give it to Boyd, and Boyd's going to run it up the middle. He knocks over one defender, and then he'll be brought down at about the 14-yard line. So a nice run there for Keyshawn Boyd once again. So 1st and 10 as the clock still runs. 3:50 to go here in the first quarter. So the longest it's taken this year for anybody to score any points this year in a game.
Yeah.
For the Tigers.
Yeah.
I said anybody, but really the Tigers have scored first in every game.
Typically, we would see some points already.
And Thomas will step back, cuts through into the end zone
There's
for
some
a
points.
touchdown. As Zaire Thomas was able to avoid the defender and then more or less stumble his way into the end zone for 6. And now Joey Charlton will come on for the extra point.
Well, we were talking about how it was scoreless, and very next play, Tigers score a touchdown. 6-0 is your score. Time for this PAT.
And it's up. And it's good. So 7-0 the Tigers lead here against Farmington. It took them almost 9 minutes, but able to put some points up on the board and take the lead here with the first touchdown of the game for either team.
So we'll tell you about Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors, and Coatings. For all your roofing needs, call Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors, and Coatings, the #1 roofer in Southeast Missouri. Roofing by ReynoldsMo.com. Proud sponsors of Cape Central Football. And got to remind everybody how they can listen and watch. You can watch and listen over on YouTube, Cape Central Sports. Follow along all season long. Ryan and I will have the call for you. And then we also have Cape Radio 95.7 FM, 1550 AM. Got a few different options of ways you can tune in and watch, listen, hear us call this game. Tigers are taking on the Farmington Knights. Up 7 right now. Score is 7-0.
So Jason Poole said he had to flip his knee pads down. Flip down his knee pads. I guess they weren't right, so they sent him off to get his equipment fixed. And we get a whistle. And the referee says, it's my whistle. So no penalty or anything. They're just going to have to re-kick. Jason Poole, obviously related to Connor Poole. We're going to have to re-kick here. And this one's more of a line drive. It'll be caught at about the 10. He's going to run over to the far sideline, past the 35 to the 40, and he'll get brought down at the 41-yard line. And number 14, Bryson Logan, the return man for Farmington on that one.
Quite the return, too.
Usually when you run across the field like that, even though you're running at an angle, usually that doesn't work out very well. But this time it got him a 31-yard return, so he saw something in that defense or the special teams from Central as they were coming down the field. So 1st and 10. As Ryan's going to step back to pass now. He's going to have to tuck it and run, going to the left side, to the far sideline and out of bounds at the 50-yard line. He had a lot of time in the pocket, Chandler, and just could not find somebody downfield that was open enough for his comfort. That's another thing. Sometimes people don't realize that sometimes a quarterback, he sees an open man, but there's a defender a little too close, and he doesn't really want to take that chance. Sometimes they don't take that chance till late in the game.
That's right.
So first quarter, he's going to try to play it safe here. As Dry will hand it off. He's going to run it right up the middle, and he made it to the first down marker, I think. They're going to give him the first down without measuring, which I'm kind of surprised. But that's a first down for Farmington. And I believe that is their first down.
It is, yeah. They've gone 3 and out their first 2 possessions of this game. So first down, and they're also in Tiger territory. 1st and 10, ball on the 49.
And we got a flag. They're going to call it on the Tiger. He did not throw the flag the right way. He threw the flag onto the Farmington side of this line of scrimmage. And that's, you do that when it's a Farmington penalty, not a Central penalty.
I did see the jump, though. I guess you probably did, too.
Let's say the other announcers that are up here also thought Farmington had a penalty because of the flag placement. They handed it off. He breaks a tackle, but he's not going to get anywhere after that. He actually lost a yard, and it'll make it 2nd and 6. They go back to the 45-yard line. He was trying to run it right up the left side. Chase Buchanan was. And I think it might have been, may have been Shelton that came in to try to get a tackle, and he clipped him just enough for the rest of the defense to swallow him up, keep him from getting any more yards. Passing, throwing downfield, and it's too high and incomplete. We threw a flag.
Well, that didn't really look like pass interference to me.
I didn't see it.
But I assume that'll be the call.
Yeah, looks like that's what the call's going to be.
First down for the Knights.
So they'll call the pass interference here, and I think some Tigers fans not too happy about that call.
And here's the flag now, big time, as Farmington's going to be coming back. He's going to get into the end zone, but it's not going to count. And the only ones that didn't see the flag was the student section. Because if you look across, Chandler, the fans for Farmington did not do anything. And they saw that flag come flying in right after that handoff, right after the snap, I should say.
Yeah. No reaction besides the student section. They missed the penalty, and it's coming back.
Yeah, they had a illegal formation there on the Knights, so they'll have it at the 35. So it's 1st and 15. So Dry finally breaks the huddle. Play clock down to 6. Dry puts a man in motion, and they're going to hand it off. Fake the handoff. He's going to keep it himself, and he will get wrapped around the ankle. He's trying to pull forward. He'll get to the 30. And that's going to be 2nd and 10 as he got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Warren Eanes there for the Tiger defense coming up with the big tackle. 1st and no.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Dry. Oh, and a very obvious false start there as Jack Embry miscalculated the snap count, I guess, because he took off down the field and everyone else stayed put. So that's 3 penalties here just within the last, actually 4 penalties here. There was the offsides on the Tigers, then the pass interference that they call, then the false start and another false start. Pitches it back, and he's going to lose a lot of yards back to the 40-yard line as they try to flip it back to Buchanan. And Buchanan got swallowed up big time in the backfield.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter.
Yep. Yeah, they'll just let the clock go, and we're going to go ahead. We'll take a break. After 1, the Tigers lead 7-0 here over Farmington. Back here on Cape.
Stone Mountain Carpet on Seymour's Drive in Cape Girardeau has one of the largest selections of flooring in the area. Come in and check out our wide selection of laminated vinyl plank flooring from many great brands. Also, we have a huge selection of ceramic tile. And don't forget carpet for the bedrooms. At Stone Mountain Flooring, we have the flooring in stock to fit your needs. So check out our location in Cape Girardeau on Seymour's Drive or visit us online at stonemountaincarpet.biz to complete all your flooring projects. Stone Mountain Flooring.
DollarSavingDeals.com is the Heartland Savings Superstore. Save up to half price on certificates to local businesses at DollarSavingDeals.com.
In Southeast Missouri, check out the deals from MV Nails in Sykeston, Freedom Fitness in Jackson, Reed's Harvest House in Chester, and Turk Dogs in Cape.
If you're in Cape, Sykeston, Jackson, Paducah, Chester, Carbondale, Mount Vernon, Marion, or anywhere in between, get to DollarSavingDeals.com or look for us on the Big Deals app.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
So 3rd and 20 here as we start the second quarter. The Tigers up 7-0. Farmington will have to get something going here as they got a long way to go. And Dry stumbles a little, throws, and it's off the hands of his intended receiver, which was number 26, Kason McClain. And that'll bring up 4th and 20. And looks like they're just going to go ahead and punt this one away. As Dry stumbled, I don't know if you saw it, Chandler. He stumbled a little coming back in his original step back, his drop back, and he had to get rid of it. The defense was coming. He had no other choice.
Yeah.
And he tried his best as the punt is away. And it's going to bounce, and it'll get into the...
I guess that was a touchback. It almost looked like he saved it.
And I'm trying to figure out, what they're going to... Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
He
There's
does finally signal touchback. He waved both arms as if it was going to down it at the goal line.
Yeah, down inside the 1. It almost looked like that's what the Knights did.
But, yeah, they finally do signal touchback. So the Tigers will get it on the 20, 1st and 10. Pittman, he's got Boyd behind him. He'll put Thomas in motion. He's going to hand it off to Thomas. He's going to run it around, put on the brakes, come back a little bit, and get across the 25 down to about the 27, 28-yard line. Looks like they mark him at the 27, so 2nd and 3. Boyd in the backfield. Pittman will take the snap, fake the handoff. He's going to run it himself, fake the pitch, and he's going to get a first down as he gets across the 30-yard line down to the 33. So 1st and 10.
So quarterback keeper, good for a few yards there. Be enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers.
34-yard line. So he actually got a little bit further than I originally thought. So 2 backs in the backfield now as 2 receivers to the left side. Pittman will call for the snap. He's going to fake the handoff again. He'll keep it himself once again. Now he's got a lot of room to run. He is dragging his defender with him as he grabbed a hold of his stiff arm. And he gets it across the 45 down to the 47. A nice 13-yard gain for Declan Pittman.
So back-to-back there, the quarterback keeper. And it's working out, too, because it's a 1st and 10. Colin Winch bringing Pittman down there on the Knights defense. So they'll have the ball now on their own 47. 1st and 10 for the Cape Central Tigers.
We're going to go 2 receivers on each side this time. We'll see if they put Thomas in motion, and they do. Pittman throws it to Thomas. He's going to throw downfield
Look
to
at that.
arms to Paul Tran. He's wide open into the end zone for a touchdown. What a play by the Tigers. And we got a flag back at the 45-yard line. And I have a feeling this one's coming back.
But what a play that was.
Yeah, what a play. Thomas with a jump throw downfield. He got a bunch. Nope, the touchdown counts. It's a personal foul on the Knights.
Okay.
So the touchdown does count. And the Tigers lead 13-0.
We'll take it.
So what originally we thought was coming back, it's a good thing we're not always right, Chandler.
So how about the flea flicker?
Yeah, a little pass back to Thomas, and then Thomas decided we're going to throw it too. And he gets it to Paul Tran, who takes it all the way down to the end zone. A nice 53-yard play for the Tigers. As the extra point is blocked, I think. May have been partially blocked. It's no good, so it'll stay 13-0. And so the Tigers will kick it off up by 13.
Charlton's been a great kicker for this team all season long, and really that's one of the very few misses or blocks that we've seen.
He's been blocked once. If that was a block, I couldn't tell if anybody actually did get a hand on it, but I'm guessing that's what happened.
I believe that's only the 3rd one he has missed, though, of the season.
Yeah, he's missed one regularly, and then that other one was blocked, and I think this one was partially blocked.
Partially blocked
which
also.
You'll still get credit for the block. So.
Let's tell you about Rosati's Pizza, whether it's for a quick lunch or you're bringing the whole family. Rosati's Pizza, the go-to place when it comes to all of your pizza needs. Rosati's, feeding the people since 1964.
Oh, forgot the penalties is added on to the kickoff, so they're going to kick from 45. The Farmington Knights 45-yard line.
Have a feeling this might be a touchback here.
So let's see if he gets this. I'd try to kick it through the field goal post if I was Charlton. And that one it's good. It went through. Now, if we were playing Arena League or Canada, that would get some points.
Too bad we're not in Canada.
I think it's
tonight.
Canada, yeah, that gets the extra points there for that one.
So 13-0. That is your score with 10:06 remaining before the half. 1st and 10 for the Farmington Knights now as they will try to get something rolling on offense. They haven't been able to do too much. They were able to pick up a first down their last drive, but this Tigers defense has really been stepping up here this evening.
And a quick pass will get him a first down here. Jack Embry, the receiver on the play for the Knights. They had some play action on that one. A bit of a fake handoff, and then go ahead and throw it to his receiver.
And well-executed play right there.
Yeah.
1st and 10 now for the Knights.
Bryant will fake the handoff. Quick throw. It's tipped, and it's going to get incomplete down to the turf. As he maybe threw it just a little too early there for his receiver. And I think he was maybe going to take a couple steps yet. But Dry did. He was trying to get it out in front a little bit more. And didn't quite work. When I say in front, I actually mean he tried to get it downfield a little more, not out in front of him. And that was a weird play, but it's not going to get them anything, actually. They're going to lose some yards. That'll go back to the 30-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13. Then they tried to do some kind of weird misdirection there as they snapped it, but nobody else moved. I guess they thought if nobody moves, nobody on defense will move, but that's once that ball gets snapped, the defense is running. So I don't know what they thought they were doing there.
Yeah, it almost seemed like something went wrong, and they just kind of had to make the best of a bad situation with a 3rd and 13 now for the Knights. Ball on their own 30.
Dry's going to step back to pass. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to tuck it and run, and he'll get pushed out of bounds as he didn't gain much there. He got past the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 7. So they'll have to punt this one away again as Paul Tran will set up to receive it. He's back at the 30.
Back to receive for the Tigers, number 10, Paul Tran.
And the punt is away. It'll bounce once, and then it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 29, 30, 31. All right, watch the referee as he marks it off. 31-yard line. So Zaire Thomas with 2 of the touchdowns, Chandler. 1 on the ground, 1 through the air. And he was, when I say through the air, I mean he's the one who threw it.
Yes, he threw it to Paul Tran.
Yeah. It wasn't a receiving touchdown for Thomas. It was a passing touchdown.
And that'd be Thomas's first passing touchdown of the season, too.
And that was a play from last year. They ran it a couple times, got scored on it, and saved it this week, saved it this year for this week, as Thomas will be in motion, and they will fake the handoff to Boyd. Pittman's going to run it around the left side. He fakes one-man miss, and he'll finally get brought down across the 40 in Knight territory at the 38-yard line. We'll get Declan Pittman with a big run once again. Gets down from the 31 down to the Knights 38-yard line.
The quarterback, keeper Ryan, seems to be working out pretty well for this Tigers offense. They'll get the ball down now to the 38, 1st and 10.
The receiver on each side, 2 backs in the backfield, and they're going to hand it off to Boyd, and Boyd will get spun around and brought down at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Let's go ahead and tell you about Strickland Engineering. Mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and surveying. Strickland Engineering has you covered. For more information, find them online, stricklandengineering.com.
So Pittman sets up, 2 receivers to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Thomas. Little sidestep, a little juke move as he gets up across the 35 down to the 33. So gain of 5, it'll be 3rd and 5.
Looking to get the first down here. We do not want to have to kick a field goal from this kind of distance. On the 33-yard line, that's where the ball will be placed. 3rd and 5 for the Tigers offense.
So 2 receivers on the right once again. Armstrong and Tran. 2 backs in the backfield. Boyd to the left, Thomas to the right. And they'll fake the handoff, pitches it to Boyd. Boyd's got a big hole. He's going to get it across the 25, and it's enough for a first down as he'll get brought down at the 22-yard line. An option play working once again, and Declan Pittman just pitching it to Boyd, and the defense just left him a huge gap to run downfield and get them just 2 yards away from the red zone.
Yeah, I got to give some credit here to the Tigers offense. That was a great looking play, and now it's 1st and 10, ball on the Knights 22.
2 receivers to the left. Pittman takes the snap, and he's going to give it to Thomas. He's going to run around the left side. Stutter steps, makes that man miss big time as he will get it across the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So a nice gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Zaire Thomas, leave it to him. He can always come up with those little stutter steps and everything like that. You always know when he has the ball out there for the Tigers offense. 2nd and 2 now. Ball on the 14. We are in the red zone.
3 receivers on the right side this time. We'll see if Thomas stays put or if he gets put in motion. Boyd the lone back, and Pittman's going to keep it himself. He'll gain a couple. Let's see if he's got enough for a first down. He got down to the 12. And they're going to say it's short, so it's going to be 3rd and inches.
This Tigers offense making a few substitutions out there.
They're going to put Jathan Spain, number 14. And number 5, Cole Geyser.
Okay, so we got Geyser and Spain out there, 3rd and inches.
We're going to set up, Cape Central's going to take a timeout as, they reset the play clock, so I'm not sure if it was coming down to a possible penalty or not. They were going to set up for Wildcat. They were just going to snap it straight to Keyshawn Boyd.
Okay.
He was going to run it up the middle. I think that's why they had put Spain in as another blocker. Spain kind of a tight end, fullback. Well, he kind of plays whatever he needs to right there in those kind of situations. And at that point, he was probably going to be more of a tight end, just setting up to make a block.
Of course, last season we got to see him play some quarterback.
Yeah, last season, Declan Pittman went out with an injury. Well, tore his ACL in the first half of the first game.
Yeah.
And so Spain had to step in, and he played starting quarterback the rest of the season. And then obviously we know made it to the semifinals and ended up losing to Cardinal Ritter, who is now in the district. So somebody in that committee who sets the districts up must have something against us at Cape Central. We're going to do it again now. He's got 3 blockers, and he's going to fake the hand, or he's going to hand it off to Thomas. He's going to run around the left side into the end zone, and then there's a flag coming in. If it stays, it's a touchdown, and it's not. It's holding on the Tigers. And so it will come off the scoreboard. And Boyd and the Tiger offense fooling everybody.
That was a cool-looking play.
The way they set up, looked like he was going to run it to the right. He had 3 guys lining up behind the offensive line. And then he handed it off to Thomas as he came around and then took it up the left side. And unfortunately, there was a penalty.
So Geyser and Spain will come back off the field here, and looks like they're going to send back in Paul Tran and Carter Armstrong for this 3rd and 12. Ball on the 23.
So 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Boyd in the backfield. Pittman steps back to pass. He's going to float one downfield. It's caught at the 8. Thomas stutter step into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown at Tigers. What a play. Nice little throw. He led Thomas. Thomas a little too fast. He had to come back for the football. But it actually worked out for him as Thomas was able to shake his defender at the same time and got into the end zone for another score. So that's 3 touchdowns now for the Tigers. 2, or I should say all 3 for Zaire Thomas. 1 on the ground, 1 passing, and now 1 receiving.
Yeah, Thomas will get some credit for all of these touchdowns so far this evening.
The kick is up, and it is good. And it's 20-0 here in the second quarter. Tigers up. So Thomas involved in all 3 touchdowns here tonight. So that's one way to bounce back after last week, coming into this one and scoring some big touchdowns on some big plays.
Well, I think you said it best right there, Ryan. This Tigers offense appears to be back. And last week it was a bit of a struggle against the rival Jackson, but hey, got a lot to feel good about this evening, offensively and defensively too, as Farmington Knights really haven't been able to get much going offensively on that side of the ball this evening either. So 20-0, that is your score up here in Farmington. I'm Chandler Jansen, got Ryan Winkler over here to my left. You are either watching or listening. You have a few different ways you can tune into us this evening. Cape Central Sports on YouTube, watch and listen. And also on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and 1550 AM too. Happy to have you along with us this evening.
So Charlton with a big kick, and it's going to get into the end zone. As I think that was Caleb Leask. He was going to try to catch it, but he didn't realize it was kicked as hard as it was, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 4:43 left here in the first half. As the defense for the Tigers doing a very good job here tonight. They have really kept the Farmington Knights on their toes. They have not been able to get much. They've gotten a first down offensively, and they've gotten a couple first downs from penalties. There was the pass interference penalty earlier in the game. But yeah, they've gotten 2 offensive first downs without any penalty. Extra penalty yards, I guess you would say. So Dry will hand it off, and he's going to hit the line, and he's going to gain, looks like maybe half a yard. They get to the 20.5.
So Kason McLean on the 1-yard run for the Knights. 2nd and 9, ball on their own 21.
So Dry will set up 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and he's going to throw to the right, and he's going to be hit as soon as he makes the catch, brought down for a loss. Back to the 19-yard line as the Tiger defense saw that one coming from a mile away. Because as soon as he looked to the left, turned to his right, here came, I believe, that was Malachi Johnson. Knights finally break the huddle, 8 seconds on the play clock. It's 3rd and 11, and now Dry will step back to pass. He's going to throw downfield, And it's going to be off the fingertips and incomplete. And it'll be 4th down. As that was a pretty good throw, Chandler, actually.
It was pretty accurate, really. But
it was just a little bit too far for his receiver, but I think the receiver maybe had been just a half second too slow.
I was wondering if a Tiger defender just got his arm up there and maybe
he may have
swatted that ball away.
Got a fingertip on it too. But yeah, that was a good throw. He was leading his receiver. It was out in front. If he would have been able to get his hands out maybe just a little bit faster.
I think it could have been a completion.
Big play, yeah.
So they're going to have to punt the ball back away here. I guess they'll take a little time out first, though. We got 3:14 left before the half. Tigers are up 20-0. And let's go ahead and tell you about one more of our sponsors here. That is Stone Mountain Flooring. Locally owned since 1993, Stone Mountain Flooring is your trusted source for all things flooring. Online at stonemountaincarpet.biz. That is Stone Mountain Flooring. Proud sponsors of Cape Central football.
Yeah, Farmington took a timeout, so both teams down to 2 here in the first half, but I don't see either team using their remaining 2 timeouts. As I actually think we have a referee maybe here on the sideline may have cramped up a little bit. Looked like the trainer for Central, Ricky, was helping him stretch out his calf. And the punt is away. It'll be caught at about the 44, 43, and he'll get it across the 45 down to the 48. So just a little 5-yard gain there on the kick return. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
And we'll see what this Tigers offense can do as they'll come back out onto the field now. 1st and 10. They've got good field position also. Ball on the Tigers' 48-yard line. So 3:05 remaining before the half. 20-0 is your score. And you got to feel good if you're a Tigers fan this evening because we are bouncing back and looking good both offensively and defensively this evening here in Farmington. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 48.
Pump fake from Pittman. He's going to throw downfield, and it's going to be caught by Paul Tran, and he gets across the 20 down to the 18 for another big play through the air for Cape Central.
So that'll be a gain of about 30 on the play. Exactly 30.
Pittman takes the snap, fakes the handoff, runs it up the middle. He'll get across the 15 down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down. Second and 4 from the 12-yard line.
So Tigers offense looking to score once again. Go up by 4 touchdowns.
A receiver on each side for the Tigers as Pittman will get the snap, hands it off to Boyd. Boyd will break free, and he almost went in untouched. He may have had a hand grab him at one point, but it didn't matter as he gets into the end zone for another touchdown, and it is 26-0.
That'll be Keyshawn Boyd's first touchdown of the night. 26-0 your score. It's 2:05 left to play before the half. And Joey Charlton will come out to tack on this PAT.
And the kick is up. And it's good. 27-0 here with 2:05 to go in the first half. As the Tigers starting to turn it on now.
It's a good drive by the Tigers. Only took 3 plays. After that big reception by Paul Tran, it set them up very nicely. score the touchdown. Keyshawn Boyd with his first of the night, 27-0. That is your score here in Farmington.
"27 straight points. And looking to get, hopefully, well, they may not have enough time for that. I was going to say, try to get to that 35, but they'll have to go for an extra, or I should say a 2-point conversion to get to 35 exactly. And I don't really see them going for two.
Not at this point.
Even if they do get the ball back and score, I doubt they would go for two. Just may send the wrong kind of message. And it'll take a hop off his fingertips, but now he's going to try to bring it back out, and he will get brought down at the ankles just across the 15-yard line at maybe the 17. And maybe should have let that one bounce into the end zone.
Paul Tran.
I think so, yeah. I think that was Paul Tran.
That was Paul Tran. Nice little tackle there. Yep, that was him, Paul Tran. Went from turnaround. 2 minutes to go before the half. Farmington down 27. 1st and 10 for them.
Dry will hand it off. We try to run it up the left side. He's able to break a tackle, and he's going to be brought down from behind across the 40, down to the 43-yard line.
That'll be Farmington 9, first down.
So that's their first big play of the night, and their first play here on this drive that goes for a nice chunk of yards. Almost a 30-yard gain. They're going to fake the handoff. Now he'll pitch it, and he's going to get hit and brought down well in the backfield. Wow. And that'll be marked back at the 40, so they'll lose 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Cole Geiser there at the big tackle for this Tigers defense. 2nd and 13 now. Ball in their own 40 as the clock keeps on ticking. 1:15 left to go before the half.
Play clock down to 15 as the Knights break the huddle. And they're going to hand it off. And maybe gained a yard back to the 41, but he's not getting very far. So it'll be 3rd and 12.
Kind of saw some urgency, some hurry up here for this Knights offense, but I don't really see much of that going on now at all. 3rd and 12, ball in their own 41, and well, we've got 41 seconds left to go before the half. They're not really in any type of hurry to put up any points here.
Yeah, they got that big first down and hurried to the line, and then they lost those yards, and they kind of just gave up. It's not the right word, but that's what I'm going to use. They kind of gave up there and didn't get back to the hurry-up offense. As look at it back, it looks like to the original line of scrimmage. Nope, they only gained another yard. It's going to be 4th and 11.
And I guess they'll probably let the clock tick all the way down.
And they're just going to go ahead and end the half. There is a player down for Farmington, but they're going to go ahead and just let the clock expire, and that'll do it for the first half. So the Tigers go into the halftime locker room leading 27-0. And we'll be back after this with the halftime show. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
Protect your home's curb appeal. Don't let black streaks lower the value of your home. Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coatings installs Owens Corning Street Guard algae-resistant shingles. These shingles inhibit the growth of algae by using a specialized copper line granule from 3M. They're available in a wide variety of styles and colors and comes with a 25-year algae resistance limited warranty. Keep your roof looking like new. Right roof, right roofer. Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coatings with locations in Marion and Cape Girardeau.
Stone Mountain Carpet on Seymour's Drive in Cape Girardeau has one of the largest selections of flooring in the area. Come in and check out our wide selection of laminated vinyl plank flooring from many great brands. Also, we have a huge selection of ceramic tile. And don't forget carpet for the bedrooms. At Stone Mountain Flooring, we have the flooring in stock to fit your needs. So check out our location in Cape Girardeau on Seymour's Drive or visit us online at stonemountaincarpet.biz to complete all your flooring projects. Stone Mountain Flooring.
It's Cape Central Tigers football season. Strickland Engineering is proud to support the athletes, coaches, parents, and fans who bring excellence to the field year after year. Strickland Engineering has been providing engineering services for over 40 years. Strickland Engineering works with schools, churches, healthcare, and municipalities across the country to move your projects forward, start to finish. One company, over 40 years of excellence. Strickland Engineering. Find us online at stricklandengineering.com.
Banterra Bank is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers and our local communities. I'm Phil Moore, Banterra Market Executive for Southeast Missouri, and we want to be your banking partner. We make banking easy with digital banking, plus exceptional service from our friendly team members at our branch on North Kings Highway. Whether you need a bank for yourself, your family, or your business, Banterra is a team to strongly consider. Stop by and see us. Banterra Bank, member FDIC.
Is your life stuck in a rut? Or maybe you just need to schedule time with friends. At the Cape Girardeau Career and Technology Center, we offer short-term personal enrichment classes such as motorcycle safety, photography, sewing, painting, ballroom dancing, and more. Visit our website at capectc.com for a full listing of classes we offer.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
DollarSavingDeals.com is the Heartland Savings Superstore. Save up to half price on certificates to local businesses at DollarSavingDeals.com.
In Southeast Missouri, check out the deals from MV Nails in Sikeston, Freedom Fitness in Jackson, Reed's Harvest House in Chester, and Turk Dogs in Cape.
If you're in Cape, Sikeston, Jackson, Paducah, Chester, Carbondale, Mount Vernon, Marion, or anywhere in between, get to DollarSavingDeals.com or look for us on the Big Deals app.
Every pass, every tackle, every touchdown. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Farmington High School, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. As here at the half, the Tigers lead 27-0. And like we've said before, Chandler, it's a bounce-back game. You got to bounce back, and the Tigers have done that so far here in this first half. Yes. You know, scoring 27 straight unanswered, just that one extra point may have been partially blocked is what's keeping us from having 28. Otherwise, you know, it's been a very good game for the Tigers coming off of last week with some struggles on offense. This week, offenses took them a bit, but they kicked it into high gear about halfway, not even halfway. I'd say, 9 minutes into that first quarter, they finally were able to get some points.
Yep, first touchdown came with about 3:30 left in the first quarter, and after that, it really just got everything going for them offensively. And let's do a little scoring recap. We talked about Thomas. He's responsible for 3 of the 4 touchdowns this evening. He has 1 rushing touchdown, 1 receiving touchdown, and then also 1 passing to Paul Tran. That was a big play, the flea flicker. And then Keyshawn Boyd here with the last touchdown before the half. 27-0 is what your score is at the half. Tigers dominating here at Farmington this evening. And we want to tell you about Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors, and Coatings. For all your roofing needs, call Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors, and Coatings, the #1 roofer in Southeast Missouri, roofingbyreynoldsmo.com.
Well, yeah, they're trying to find out some scores for you here. To give you a little bit of an update on some of the other local games, but nobody's texting me back.
Well, when we do get some scores, we will have to take a look at those as this band is playing. This time they're facing us, too. Usually they're facing away.
Oh, yeah.
But they're facing us this time, so that might be kind of loud.
That is kind of weird, actually, yeah, because we're not actually like the normal. I don't know. We're not the normal bleachers. We're the visiting side. So, yeah, usually they face the home
Yeah, you'd
crowd.
think they'd be facing that way, but they're facing us, so.
There we go. Joe Bob finally texted me back. 35-6, Jackson leads at half over Sykeston.
Okay, well, no surprise there then.
Yep. So that's the other thing, yeah. That's why we were pretty much saying this is for Joe Bob. Dodgers up 1-0, bottom of the fourth. That's the one I care about. Joe Bob's a big Dodgers fan, so he's probably upset. A little upset. He's not super upset. He's just a little upset that he doesn't get to watch Game 5 tonight between the Dodgers and the Padres. So, my team got eliminated. Wild card, the Braves, they lost their game. So, that didn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't keep up with baseball. I think you know that, Ryan.
Yeah.
I tried to, one season. Might have been 9-10 years ago at this point. I was pretty young at the time, but I just didn't really care for it a whole lot. I'm just not really a baseball fan. That's okay though. Football's my favorite.
I was saying you're definitely more of a football.
Yep, I like football. I like to watch basketball too, but just never really been much of a baseball fan. And we got some big games coming up tomorrow too, Ryan. You look at some college football matchups. We always like to talk about the college football matchups at halftime. And I think the biggest one really, game day, Oregon against Ohio State. That's number 3 Oregon hosting the number 2 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. That's going to be tomorrow night at 6:30. Big SEC matchup tomorrow too, LSU and Ole Miss. That's another big matchup there between a 2-1 loss SEC schools. So we will be, of course, watching those games. I always enjoy watching the football. College on Saturday, NFL on Sunday. It is that time of year with football in full swing. And how's your fantasy team doing, Ryan?
2-3.
2-3, okay.
I lost 2, then I won 2, and then I lost.
All right.
It doesn't help that I lost to Paul last week either, so.
So I'm in 2 different leagues, but the one that we are in together, I'm also 2-3, just like you are. And I'll be, they're saying I'm predicted to lose by a few this week. And then my other one I'm in with the Southeast Arrow. That's a SEMO newspaper, so we all play. We've done that for a few years now, too. And that one I'm also 2-3. I got a losing record in both.
It's rough.
Yep, things can it can all change depending on how a season goes, depending on injuries and everything like that. They can't really give up just because they say your team's going to do really well at the beginning, or even if they say it's going to do really bad, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. You could still have a really good season or a really bad season. It all depends on the status of your roster.
So some of the other scores that I was able to find, Chandler. The one that hasn't been updated yet is Perryville and Marquette. Just says 0-0 in the first quarter.
Okay.
But Valley is leading Park Hill Central 30-0.
Wow.
And St. Vincent, Perryville, the Indians, they're leading 28-0 over Cuba. St. Vincent is one of the undefeated teams in the area.
I was going to say St. Vincent's good, aren't they?
They're number 2 in the state in their class, so they are playing really well this year. And I told a couple of people where I was going to do this. I know the head coach at St. Vincent was, he played football with my cousins, so I know him pretty well. He played football at St. Vincent. He was a quarterback when he was there. And I was going to make the comment that old Coach Timmy Schumer, he knows what he's doing over there because they are playing really well. They won their district last year, and now they're looking pretty good.
Well, good.
To have some really good, a really good shot now this year again. So.
Yeah, I've talked to a few people, and I've heard them say that they're a very good football team this year. So that's awesome. We love to see it.
Yeah, well, it's nice to see local teams be ranked high in their class.
For sure.
Like I said, they're number 2. Their big game that everyone tuned into or went to watch was against Valley, and they ended up beating Valley.
Yep.
And so that was a game that a lot of people didn't think St. Vincent would win, and they beat Valley anyway. So
What town is Valley?
They are in St. Genevieve.
Okay. I knew it was that area. I couldn't have told you specifically where they were located.
Yeah, they're basically St. Jen's version of Notre Dame in Cape.
Okay.
We've got Cape Central and Notre Dame. St. Genevieve has St. Jen and Valley.
And Valley Catholic.
So.
Yeah, we're not too far from St. Genevieve up here this evening, Ryan. We had an hour and 15, hour and 20-minute drive, something like that.
Something like that.
And here we are at Farmington High School as the Tigers are up 27-0 over the Farmington Knights at halftime. And lots to feel good about, I think. After last week, you're maybe a little disappointed, a little bit bummed in the Tigers, their performance. But you know what? They come out here looking real strong on the road this evening at Farmington. And this is a one-loss Tiger team. They look to continue that success. They will hopefully improve to 6-1 if all goes as planned here in the second half. And Farmington is a two-loss team coming in, so they most likely will fall to 3 losses on the season. Ryan?
Speaking of St. Genevieve, they're beating Fredericktown 20-0.
Okay.
Fredericktown, actually, if you're from Cape, and I'm sure a lot of people know who he is anyway, just from he was in charge of the Cape Youth Baseball League for a long time. Steve Williams, he's their head coach at Fredericktown. So he was coaching in Tennessee for a little while in the state of Tennessee. I don't remember where exactly, but came back. I think last year was his first year at Fredericktown. So he came back and he's coaching there. He went to Central, coached at Central, and then, like I said, moved on and got another job in another state. And now he's back at Fredericktown. So, let's see. Hillsboro is down by 3. It's 17-14 in the second quarter. DeSoto beating Hillsboro 17-14. Windsor and North County. North County up 7-0 over Windsor at halftime. So that's just some of the local scores in this area as well.
Yeah, scores from around the area here at halftime.
Because the only other game for us, the other 2 stations are at the same game, doing Jackson-Sykeston. So.
Yep, yeah, because we got, Withers has the Jackson broadcast on 104.7, and then we also have the Sykeston broadcast down on Rock 107, down in Sykeston.
East Prairie, they're up 8-0 over Kelly. And the other one was Scott City and Charleston. There's no score there. Or no score updated, I should say, at least.
Yeah, sometimes they're a little slow getting all the scores loaded.
So I think we'll take another break. We got about 7.5 minutes before halftime is over. So we'll take another break. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger Football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
Protection from the elements is more than shingle deep. That's why Reynolds utilizes the Owens Corning Total Protection Roofing System, featuring highly engineered components designed to help your roof seal, defend, and breathe. Tough shingles with grip of the Sure Nail Strip that outperforms the competition as an Owens Corning Platinum preferred contractor. Reynolds offers the Owens Corning Lifetime Protection Warranty with every new and replacement residential roof. Right roof, right roofer. With locations in Marion and Cape Girardeau.
DollarSavingDeals.com is the Heartland Savings Superstore. Save up to half price on certificates to local businesses at DollarSavingDeals.com.
In Southeast Missouri, check out the deals from Momo's Favorite Treats Bakery in Jackson, the St. Genevieve Museum Learning Center, Jackson Deli in Jackson, Rock and Roll Drive-In in Chaffee, and Tropical Island Pets in Cape.
If you're in Cape, Sykeston, Jackson, Paducah, Chester, Carbondale, Mount Vernon, Marion, or anywhere in between, get to DollarSavingDeals.com or look for us on the Big Deals app.
Stone Mountain Carpet on Seymour's Drive in Cape Girardeau has one of the largest selections of flooring in the area. Come in and check out our wide selection of laminated vinyl plank flooring from many great brands. Also, we have a huge selection of ceramic tile. And don't forget carpet for the bedrooms. At Stone Mountain Flooring, we have the flooring in stock to fit your needs. So check out our location in Cape Girardeau on Seymour's Drive or visit us online at stonemountaincarpet.biz to complete all your flooring projects. Stone Mountain Flooring.
Banterra Bank is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers and our local communities. I'm Phil Moore, Banterra Market Executive for Southeast Missouri, and we want to be your banking partner. We make banking easy with digital banking, plus exceptional service from our friendly team members at our branch on North Kings Highway. Whether you need a bank for yourself, your family, or your business, Banterra is a team to strongly consider. Stop by and see us. Banterra Bank, member FDIC.
Are you ready for more out of life? Gain the skills and knowledge you need at the Cape Career and Technology Center to pursue a new career as an emergency medical technician, a dental assistant, medical assistant, practical nurse, or a medical coder. Cape CTC gets you job ready with a fast-paced and focused curriculum. Visit our website today at capectc.org.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
It's Cape Central Tigers football season. Strickland Engineering is proud to support the athletes, coaches, parents, and fans who bring excellence to the field year after year. Strickland Engineering has been providing engineering services for over 40 years. Strickland Engineering works with schools, churches, healthcare, and municipalities across the country to move your projects forward, start to finish. One company, over 40 years of excellence. Strickland Engineering. Find us online at stricklandengineering.com. Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Farmington High School, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. Here at the half, the Tigers lead 27-0 over the Farmington Knights. It's pretty much been all Central all game. I mean, it did take them a little bit of time. Almost 9 minutes to score. It took them 9 minutes for anybody to score. And the Tigers scored first, and they have not stopped scoring since, as they are up 27-0 now.
Lots to feel good about here, Ryan. Bouncing back after a disappointing performance last week. You come on the road up here to Farmington, and this offense has been explosive all night long. 27-0 is your score here at the half. We talked about how Zaire Thomas has a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown, and a passing touchdown. He had that little flea flicker trick play that resulted in 6 points in the end zone. Paul Tran made the reception there. And then right before the half, last score we had was by Keyshawn Boyd, the running back here for the Tigers. So that puts them up 27-0. They did have the one partially blocked extra point, so 27-0 is your score. And coming out of the halftime locker room, the Knights will receive the ball to start off the second half. Ryan.
Yeah, so they have another chance here to try to cut into the lead. The last possession that they had there at the end of the first half, we were talking about it, before the second quarter ended. They got a big play, gained a bunch of yards, then they hurried up, right up to the line, got set, ran another play. It didn't go anywhere. They lost a bit. Well, they only really lost 2-3 yards on that play. And then they just kind of seemed to, well, never mind. We're not going to gain positive yards right after that. We're not going to, I don't know. It's like that. Like I said, it's not the right phrase, but I don't know any other way to put it. It just seemed like they gave up.
It really did.
The big gain, and then they didn't get anything, and they just kind of gave up and said, we'll just wait till halftime now, I guess. So it was strange.
It was, yeah. I definitely thought they'd try to put some points up, try to go with some kind of hurry up, but not the case. They let the time expire and said, we'll go to halftime, get the ball back to come out of the halftime locker room and try to get something going here because they are down 27 points. This Tigers defense has really stepped up this evening. Again, they look a lot better. They've improved upon any mistakes they made last week. And here we are now with a 27-point lead at halftime. Lots to feel good about, lots to feel positive about here in Farmington this evening.
And the other thing, too, well, I say the other thing, but Farmington out here already warming up for the second half. And right now it's just Joey Charlton kicking some extra points here. Or I should say field goals, as he's made some. He made one from about the 30, 32. Now he's going to kick from the 35. And I think that one was short.
Looked a little short from up here.
But he didn't get a whole lot of that one. Let's see if he can make this one. He's going to try to kick it again. As the Tigers come out of the locker room, that one's more of a line drive. But I think we're going to get 3 more minutes put back on the clock, so we'll take one final break. And then when we come back, we'll be ready for the second half as the Tigers lead 27-0. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports. We'll be back right after this.
Protect your home's curb appeal. Don't let black streaks lower the value of your home. Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coatings installs Owens Corning Street Guard algae-resistant shingles. These shingles inhibit the growth of algae by using a specialized copper line granule from 3M. They're available in a wide variety of styles and colors and comes with a 25-year algae resistance limited warranty. Keep your roof looking like new. Right roof, right roofer. Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coatings with locations in Marion and Cape Girardeau.
Stone Mountain Carpet on Seymour's Drive in Cape Girardeau has one of the largest selections of flooring in the area. Come in and check out our wide selection of laminated vinyl plank flooring from many great brands. Also, we have a huge selection of ceramic tile. And don't forget carpet for the bedrooms. At Stone Mountain Flooring, we have the flooring in stock to fit your needs. So check out our location in Cape Girardeau on Seymour's Drive or visit us online at stonemountaincarpet.biz to complete all your flooring projects. Stone Mountain Flooring.
It's Cape Central Tigers football season. Strickland Engineering is proud to support the athletes, coaches, parents, and fans who bring excellence to the field year after year. Strickland Engineering has been providing engineering services for over 40 years. Strickland Engineering works with schools, churches, healthcare, and municipalities across the country to move your projects forward, start to finish. One company, over 40 years of excellence. Strickland Engineering. Find us online at stricklandengineering.com.
Banterra Bank is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers and our local communities. I'm Phil Moore, Banterra Market Executive for Southeast Missouri, and we want to be your banking partner. We make banking easy with digital banking, plus exceptional service from our friendly team members at our branch on North Kings Highway. Whether you need a bank for yourself, your family, or your business, Banterra is a team to strongly consider. Stop by and see us. Banterra Bank, member FDIC.
Is your life stuck in a rut? Or maybe you just need to schedule time with friends. At the Cape Girardeau Career and Technology Center, we offer short-term personal enrichment classes such as motorcycle safety, photography, sewing, painting, ballroom dancing, and more. Visit our website at capectc.com for a full listing of classes we offer.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
DollarSavingDeals.com is the Heartland Savings Superstore. Save up to half price on certificates to local businesses at DollarSavingDeals.com.
In Southeast Missouri, check out the deals from MV Nails in Sykeston, Freedom Fitness in Jackson, Reed's Harvest House in Chester, and Turk Dogs in Cape.
If you're in Cape, Sykeston, Jackson, Paducah, Chester, Carbondale, Mount Vernon, Marion, or anywhere in between, get to DollarSavingDeals.com or look for us on the Big Deals app.
Every pass, every tackle, every touchdown. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Farmington High School, I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen, and we're getting ready to start this second half as the Tigers lead 27-0 over Farmington. As the Tigers will kick the ball off to start the third quarter. Farmington will get it after starting the game by kicking it off. And the Knights had a chance to try to score some points at one point at the end of the first half, and just it something, I don't know, it was weird. They didn't try very hard to get down the field. And so they'll start here in the third quarter with the football as Joey Charlton will kick it away. And that's going to go into the end zone. Made the catch, but he caught it in the end zone, so it's a touchback. So that'll bring out the Farmington Knight offense, who has struggled most of the game, Chandler, to try to get the ball down the field.
They really have. We've seen a few plays where the offense, maybe they did have a big passing play or something like that. But overall, yeah, they just have not been able to get much going offensively. And this Tigers defense is looking so strong. 1st and 10 now for the Farmington Knights on their own 20.
And he's going to fake the handoff. And they do get it down the sideline here, over on the far end, down to the 35, to the 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Farmington, as their first play from the line of scrimmage to start the third quarter is 6 points. That was a heck of a play, Chandler.
So Josh McCarthy for the Farmington Knights, and that's how they come out of the halftime locker room, making a little bit of a statement. 80-yard touchdown run by Josh McCarthy for the Knights. That puts them on the board for the first time this evening, and they will send it out for the extra point here.
That's Ian Zoner.
Yeah.
And the kick is up, and it's good. So it's now 27-7 as the Knights come out. I don't know what that was. There was like a whole different team there to start the third quarter already.
If they keep playing like this, they might get right back in this one. It's now a 20-point game as they cut into the deficit here. Put some points onto the board for first time of the night. 27-7 is your score. And we'd like to tell you about Rosati's Pizza. Whether it's for a quick lunch or you're bringing the whole family, Rosati's is the go-to place when it comes to all your pizza needs. Rosati's, feeding the people since 1964.
Actually, now that I thought about it, looking down, there's not really a student section tonight, Chandler, for Cape Central.
I don't guess there is.
I think they're just kind of spread out throughout the crowd.
The jungle.
Yeah.
That's what they like to call it.
So they're going to kick this one away after scoring a touchdown 15 seconds into the third quarter. And it's going to take a bounce, and that is that's Declan Pittman, isn't it? Yeah. Who made the
number 12? He'd be number 12.
Yeah.
All right.
He made the catch on the kickoff, and we're going to go with Chapman Ogles now as he sets up with Boyd in the backfield. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Nope, that's still Declan. And a handoff to Boyd. And maybe that was Gavin. And it's just the numbers, because Gavin is number 16. And his jersey was a little bunched up, so maybe that's what it was. Because, yeah, Declan's out there on the field at quarterback. Anyway, that play only went for a yard, so it's 2nd and 9. We'll go two receivers to the left, two tailbacks. And Pittman will hand it off again to Boyd. And he's going to be stopped from getting to the 40. See where they mark him down. Looks like they're only going to give him a yard. To the 38.
Yeah, he didn't gain didn't gain much.
Yeah, so 3rd and 8. 3 receivers are going trips on the left side. Boyd in the backfield, and Pittman's going to roll to his left. He's going to look, throws down. It's caught at the 45 and down across the 50 for a first down are the Tigers, and a nice play. Paul Tran on the reception for Cape Central. Good play there on offense as they get it into night territory.
Yeah, move these chains and keep this clock going here. They're up 20, 27-7. That is your score.
On the 48-yard line. There's a receiver on each side. Put a man in motion. That's Paul Tran. And the snap will be a fake handoff to Boyd. Pittman will flip it over to Thomas. Thomas spins, and he avoids the defender, and he'll be brought down. And then we get a flag thrown in from the backfield. And it's holding? It's the only, I think they called holding on the Tigers. That's the only bad part about being on this side of the field is the referee faces the other side.
Yeah.
So we can't always see what he's signaling, especially when they're right in line with us like that.
So that'll move them back 10 yards. 1st and 20 now. Ball on their own 42.
And we'll go trips on the left side again with Boyd in the backfield. Pittman gets the snap, gives it to Boyd. He's going to run it up the middle. He'll get it across the 45, down to the 46. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 16. .902 to go here in the 3rd. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 in the backfield, right behind Declan Pittman. And Pittman will hand it off. Boyd around the left side. He's going to find a huge hole to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, into the end zone. Another touchdown for the Tigers as Keyshawn Boyd takes it to the house. Goes from their own 46-yard line to the end zone for a big 54-yard run as he saw that hole and he ran to the left side and then cut right through. And they pretty much had no chance of catching him at that point.
That'll be Boyd's 2nd touchdown of the night.
Over 100 yards on the ground now for Boyd. As the kick is up for the extra point, and it's good. So 34-7, Tigers lead as they answer back with a touchdown of their own. Took them a little longer than the 15 seconds that Farmington had, but all that matters is you got those 7 points back.
That's exactly right.
And back up by 27.
Now
8:40 left in the 3rd.
We'll have to see what Farmington does. They'll be taking the ball back again here. The offense comes back out. That was a little bit of a surprise. I don't think anybody expected that. Coming out of halftime and really making a statement on offense. This Farmington Knights team. 34-7 is your scores. Joey Charlton will line up to kick this one back here to the Knights.
So, yeah, I don't know if that was just that first play there of the half for Farmington. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if maybe there was just some miscommunication on defense that allowed him to get through like that. But that kick's going to be caught at like the 1-yard line, and now he's going to try to bring it out. He'll get across the 25 down to the 28. And that's a good return there for the Knights. You know, from the 1 to the 28, and we've got a player down for the Knights. And I think that's the man who returned the kick. I can't see his number. The guy with the marker for the line of scrimmage is in the way.
I think that might be Bryson Logan, number 14 for the Knights.
I'm not sure. He took his helmet off, grabbed his leg, so maybe somebody landed on his leg.
Yeah. Well, take a look at him here, see what's going on.
They're moving that leg, bending his knee, trying to see maybe what hurts. Something hurt a lot. It looks like something still does as he kind of grabbing his head, covering his eyes, covering his face. They're going to help him up. And he's going to need some help to get back to the sideline. There you go. They're switching sides. He can't put any weight on that foot at all. Chandler, he takes a couple hops and he can't, I don't know. He can't get over that. They may have to pick him up.
I think so. Yeah, he's hurting.
Yeah, here comes a teammate. Yeah, they're going to carry him off with an arm over each shoulder, one over the trainer, one over his teammate. As you were right, Chandler, that is number 14, Bryson Logan. There's 21, Judge Abucon. Abucon. Judge, his teammate Judge will come in, carry him off. Help carry him off. So it's 1st and 10. As Dry will set up high snap. He's going to try to bobble the snap, and he gained some yards there. He turned nothing into something. He gets to the 30. So a good little gain there, 2 yards. The high snap went off his fingertips, and somehow he was able to still bring it down and keep a hold of it and fall forward.
So they'll gain about 2 on the play, and that'll bring up about a 3rd and 6 for the Farmington Knights.
Man in motion now. Dry will fake the handoff. He's going to pitch it backwards, and he's going to barrel his way to the 32-yard line. As Dry was hit hard, McCarthy, the running back there for the Knights, and now we got a player down again for Farmington.
Another player down.
Dry was hit hard, too, as he went for the pitch. He had maybe pitched it out of necessity rather than the actual play call. We got another one down for Farmington. I don't know, Chandler. Maybe. No, this one's a cramp. He's going to try to stretch his hamstring the way the trainer grabs his leg. You know, it's not hot, but it's not super cool.
Yeah.
And so this is one of those situations where you get hot without realizing it, and you don't drink enough water, so they'll cramp up.
Yeah, because we don't have any water breaks this evening. You know, that's something we typically have when we're back home at Central, and just the way the weather has been so far for the first half of the season, they'll take a little water break once it gets past the 6-minute point in every quarter.
Yeah.
But here we are, 7:43 left to go in the third. 3rd and 5 is what we'll be faced with here when we resume play. 34-7. That is your score. Tigers leading Farmington Knights. Player is still down for the Knights, too, as they're checking him out.
Trying to get him up.
There we go.
The trainer sticking his hand out to lift him up, and he didn't seem to want to grab it.
So Josh McCarthy, that's the one who scored that touchdown earlier for the Knights.
Right.
He will be helped off the field.
So 7:43 left as we get ready to restart here. As Dry sets up three receivers to the left side. And a quick throw is caught, and he's going to get hit right away. And it's going to be short. Looks like a yard short of the first down. And it'll be 4th down, 4th and 1. And Chandler, what do you do?
Ooh. See, this is bad field position to go for it. I don't know. What are they going to do?
Looks like they're going to end up punting this one away. They're trading out players.
I would have probably punted. I think that's probably the best move here.
You're not, it's tough because you're down, but maybe not down enough to want to just try to go for it and give them the ball in this great field position.
Right. That's what I think. Oh, it's a fake.
They're going to fake the punt, and he's going to get the first down across the 40, 30, 45 to the 50 to the 45, and then out of bounds into Tiger territory at the 44-yard line. So as I was saying, Chandler, you should go for it here on 4th down with maybe a fake.
I guess so. It all works out. Coy Fripp for the Knights on the carry as they do a fake, and it works, and now they're in Tiger territory.
There was a split second where it looked like it wasn't going to, but he was able to avoid that defense. And now Dry will hand it off, running it up the middle is Chase Buchanan back in the game. Buchanan got that cramp worked out of his leg as he gains 2 to the 42.
So, yeah, we said, do you punt or do you go for it? Turns out they do a fake, and it works out for them.
Turns out we should go for it.
Go for it, but just be a little sneaky about it. 2nd and 8 now for the Knights.
2 receivers on each side. They got a man in motion, and they're going to fake the handoff. A pitch back in the backfield is on the turf. And let's see who has the football. I think it's still the Knights football because the Tigers do not signal that they have it. And they'll lose a good chunk there and bring up 3rd and long. It'll be 3rd and 13.
So loss of about 5 after what could have been a fumble.
That's the second time just in this quarter that Dry has been rushed to pitch the ball away. And this time, he didn't pitch it hard enough. It didn't get to his running back in time. So they were able to avoid a turnover as Dry will step back to pass. He's going to throw across the middle, tipped, and it's incomplete. Now that's going to bring up 4th and 13.
Another 4th down, Ryan. And I would think they might go for this one. They're in better field position. Yeah. They do have a ways to go, though. It is a 4th and 13. And
Dry still out on the field.
Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field.
And that pass across the middle was just tipped by a Tiger defender that was able to knock it down to the turf. And so the Knights are going to go for it. Dry's going to roll out to pass. He's going to pull it back down, try to run it himself for the first down. Gets to the 25 to the 35 to the 30, and he's got enough for a first down as he was able to avoid a lot of defenders on his way to that first down. Over at the 20-yard line. Let's see where they actually mark it down. Looks like the 21.
So Knights offense now converting on 2 4th down. Yeah, 2 4th downs on this drive. And now it's 1st and 10, ball on the 21. 5:40 left to go here in the 3rd.
Fake handoff, throw across, and it's going to be complete and caught in the end zone for a touchdown. That is Coy Fripp as he makes the reception in the end zone, and it's 34-13 with under 5.5 to go here in the third quarter.
So Coy Fripp, he is the one who also converting on that fake punt that the Knights did earlier. He was able to get his team the first down. They converted on another fourth down opportunity, now a touchdown. And sending out number 12 here, that is Zoner for the extra point.
It's up, and it is good. So 34-14, back to a 20-point lead for the Tigers as Farmington gets some more points on the board here in the second half. They've got 2 scores here in the third quarter after being shut out in the first half.
So yeah, on the board.
That's the thing. The Farmington offense is a good offense. They score quite a few points in their games in their wins. So the fact that they had no points at halftime was kind of a shock to the Farmington fans. As you can't really tell on screen. You can at the student section. It seems to have shrunk a little, but the other side of the bleachers seems to be emptied a little bit more than it was earlier. And I think a lot of people may have gone home at halftime.
Yeah.
Being down at half with no points.
Yeah, 27 at half.
They may have decided, we're going to go home and turn in early. If you're watching here in Farmington, if you're somebody in Farmington, you better tell everyone that's watching, maybe turn it back on, turn to YouTube, because the game's not over yet.
Yeah, Farmington's looking like a different team after the half.
2 scores now. They scored 15 seconds into the third quarter. And now they've scored again. And another little pooch kick there for the Knights. And he's going to get to the 38-yard line.
So while this offense, Ryan, has looked a little bit better, this defense has got to step up and shut down the run game. And if they're able to do that, then they might find themselves back in this one. But if not, then I have a feeling Tigers are going to keep adding to their lead too. So we'll just have to see what happens here. Farmington Knights offense looking like an improved team after the half. But of course, the Tigers did just score on their last possession with Keyshawn Boyd running it into the end zone, 34-14, with 5:22 left to go here in the third quarter.
Fake the handoff pitch to Thomas. It's high, but he's going to bring it down to the 45, cuts back to the 40, to the 30, stops, puts on the brakes, and he'll end up out of bounds at the 25, 24-yard line. And another big run there for Zaire Thomas, especially. Man, he just puts on those brakes. He stops on a dime, and the defense can't do anything about it other than just keep trying to catch up to him.
Yeah. And as I was just saying, Ryan, it's one of those things. As the offense looks to improve and cut into this lead a little bit, this Cape Central Tigers running back duo, it's going to be hard to stop. Unless the Knights defense can put it into it, they probably will not be able to get back into this one.
Pittman will fake the handoff. He's going to look, throw it wide open downfield, and off his hands, and it's incomplete. As that was Deshaun Sims.
Just wide open.
In the end zone, wide open, and he's not gonna hear the end of that one from his teammates for a while. And I think he was just so wide open, Chandler, that it made him a little nervous.
Just thought it was going to be so easy, and turns out it really wasn't. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers now after that.
And they'll hand that one off to Boyd. He's just going to push forward against that line, get it to the 21-yard line, to the 20-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Looks like the 21. So a gain of 4, 3rd and 6. So 3rd and 6. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. They'll put Tran in motion. And I think we got a penalty on the Tigers. I think somebody flinched on the line. Yeah, false start against the Tigers. So it'll be 3rd and 11. So now the play calling will probably change. I think they were going to maybe try to run it around the defense there in that situation with just 6 to go. But yeah, now we've got trips on the right side, 3 receivers, and then 1 receiver on the left. As Pittman will fake the handoff, he spins. He's going to throw downfield. He's got Thomas, and it's in the end zone. Touchdown, another receiving touchdown for Zaire Thomas. And he makes it 40-14 as the Tigers answer back once again. And if you're Farmington, that's one thing you're going to have to stop. You can't score and then let them score again. It just basically erases what you've done. As they're going to possibly go back up by 27 again.
Exactly.
And Charlton will line up the extra point. As the extra point is up, and it's good. So 41-14, Tigers back on top again. I shouldn't say back on top. They're back on top by 27.
There you go. Just like we were at the half.
Yeah, so those like we said, those touchdowns that Farmington has scored have basically just been erased because the Tigers score again right after. So it's not an ideal situation if you're Farmington.
No.
Your defense is going to have to step up and get a stop.
I think that's the biggest takeaway here. Yeah, it looks like some type of spark has ignited with the Farmington offense, even though it may be a little bit too late. But as far as the defense goes, they got to put an end to this. They have to stop the run game or something. Zaire Thomas now involved with 4 different touchdowns on the night, Ryan. How about that? He has 2 receiving, 1 rushing, and then also the one that he threw to Paul Trant back in the first half as well. Keyshawn Boyd also has 2 touchdowns on the night. So that is 6 total touchdowns for your Cape Central Tigers offense with 4:21 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Here's Charlton with the kick.
And another deep kick by Charlton will get caught at about the 2-yard line, and he's going to bring it out. Gets it to the 20. Hits a defender, spins around, and he'll gain a couple extra yards down to the 24. So he gained 4 yards after being hit at the 20. And spun around and fell forward. Gonna stretch for all those yards, Chandler. Get as many extra ones as you can in this situation, in this game, and the score that's just.
That's right.
You know, the offense does all that hard work for Farmington, but then their defense just can't come up with a stop, and they got to go back out and do it all over again. And they'll put a man in motion dry. He's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to get swallowed up. He's going to fall forward. He may have only lost just the 1 yard. As it turned what could have been a big loss into just a short one. That'll make it 2nd and 11 as we're under 4 to go in the 3rd.
So yeah, Tigers up 27 points, just like they were at halftime. It's 27-0 at the half. Now it is 41-14 as this Knights offense has been able to strike back twice, but I think it's a little too late for any type of comeback here. This Knights defense should have probably put an end to the run game a long time ago.
He's going to step back to pass, throwing downfield, and that's going to be way too far in front of his receiver. And that'll bring up 3rd down.
So that was Jack Embry, the intended target on that one. 3rd and 11 now for the Farmington Knights.
Did you see that, Chandler? He threw the ball. We'll have to look at that later on the way home on YouTube. Threw the ball to the referee, and I think Colton Poole stuck his hand out and caught it.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Basically stopped it from getting to the referee. It looked pretty dang cool. Throws, and it's caught at the 34-yard line.
Brought down by number 47, Warren Keane.
I think that's enough. Yeah, they're going to mark it closer to the 35-yard line, so it's a first down for the Knights. Dry will fake the handoff, keep it himself, and he's going to spin and be hit by two defenders. And no gain. I don't think he lost anything. Yep, it'll just be 2nd and 10.
And this Tigers defense making a few substitutions out there. They will send Jathan Spain into the game to Marion Nunley checking out. 2nd and 10 from the Knights 35.
Put a man in motion. Dry will hand it off. He's going to get into the line of scrimmage. Runs into his offensive line, but he's able to get out and gain some yards up to the 41. So it'll bring up 3rd down.
Number 22, Chase Buchanan with the carry.
Buchanan, the running back for the Knights. It'll be 3rd and 4. There's 2 minutes left here in the third. And the fake handoff, he'll flip it back to his running back. He avoids one defender, but he kind of fell into, I don't know if that was a teammate or another Tiger defender, but he doesn't make it. Actually, he didn't make it anywhere. They're going to mark it back at the line of scrimmage. So 4th and 4.
And I imagine they will probably keep the offense on the field.
I was going to say, now I think at this point they are going to go for it. I don't think they're going to try any kind of fake punts.
No.
They had a man in motion, and now they look to the sideline for a new play. They'll put a different man in motion, and they'll hand it off, and he is actually hit behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of 2 will make it 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 39-yard line in Knights territory. So a chance to blow this one even further apart, Chandler.
That's right, yeah. Devin Boyd there for the Tigers defense coming up with the big tackle, and now the Tigers offense will take back over. 1st and 10 from Knights 39. Looking to add to this lead.
Armstrong and Tran will line up over here along with Thomas on the right side. 3 receivers. And we get a timeout from Farmington. Something out there on the offensive side for the Tigers. The Farmington head coach, Eric Krupp, did not like it.
So as they take this time out, we will tell you about Stone Mountain Flooring, locally owned since 1993. Stone Mountain Flooring is your trusted source for all things flooring. Online at stonemountaincarpet.biz. That is Stone Mountain Flooring, proud sponsors of Cape Central football.
I'm Ryan Winkler alongside Chandler Jansen. The Reynolds Roofing press box. 1st and 10 as the Knights burned a timeout here. Minute 42 left in the third, and something on the Tiger offense there threw up some red flags for the Farmington head coach. He decided to go ahead and call a timeout.
Talk it over a little bit. It was a 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. Ball on the 39 of the Knights, and we got a minute 42 remaining here in the third quarter.
Thomas in motion. Fakes the handoff. Pittman's going to keep it himself, running it up the middle. And he'll get brought down across the 30, down to the 28-yard line, and that's enough for a first down, 11-yard gain for Declan Pittman. Three receivers again here on the right side. Pittman will get the snap. Quick throw to Thomas. He's going to cut across away from a defender. Now back to the other side, puts on the brakes, and he hurdles over the outstretched hands of his defender, and he's going to be brought down from behind as he gets to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun getting to watch Zaire Thomas. I was just thinking that same thing. Every time he gets the ball, you just never know what kind of move he's going to make.
Yeah, you don't know the move, which direction.
What kind of stutter step or spin he might put into it. With a 2nd and 2 now for the Tigers, ball on the Knights' 20.
Two receivers to the left side. And they'll hand it off. Boyd's going to push forward through the pile. Breaks free, and he gets across the 10, down towards the 5. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 6-yard line. Boyd was in there, and he broke free. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6.
1st and goal from the 6 as the Tigers look to add to their lead. They're up 27 points right now.
And fakes it to Boyd. And they'll pitch to Thomas. He's going to go around the outside. He stumbles a little, and he'll be pushed out of bounds as he gets inside the 5-yard line down to the 1. Down to the 1, yeah. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Okay, we got 16 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
And looks like we're going to just go ahead and direct snap it to Boyd as Pittman is lined up at a receiver on the right side. And Boyd will take the direct snap, hit the offensive line, and into the end zone. Touchdown.
And the Tigers add to their lead, 47-14 now, with 12 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Joey Charlton, he will be coming on to tack on this extra point.
Nope, Chandler, we're going to go for 2 to try to get that 35-point lead.
I wouldn't have thought they'd do that. But
yeah, 12 seconds left. We're going to go for 2. 2 receivers on each side. Thomas in motion. And they're going to hand it off, fake the handoff to Thomas. And he'll get brought down. They're going to call it an incomplete try. So no fumble. They're just going to call it no good. So they'll kick it off up 47-14.
A 33-point game here at Farmington High School. I'm Chandler Jansen, Ryan Winkler here to my left. You are listening to Cape Radio 95.7 FM, 1550 AM. Also on YouTube, Cape Central Sports. You can watch and listen to us call the game all season long. As we don't have that many more regular season games left, Ryan. I was
got 2 games
looking this week. Just 2 after?
2 after this week. 2 regular season games, and then districts begin. And the good thing is the last 2 games are both at home.
Yeah, sure seems like it's gone by quickly, I think.
Yeah, it does. Live for Life next week, and then Kennett to end the regular season. So Jackson ends up winning 55-12.
Wow.
Sykeston puts up 12 points against the Indians. And the kickoff will be caught about the 3-yard line. He's going to bring it out. Gets it to the 30, to the 40. He's actually pushed out of bounds before he gets to the 40-yard line. And then maybe at the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 38.
We got 4 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter as the Knights will take back over. 1st and 10, ball on their own 38.
Jackson squeezed it out. That's what Joe Bob said. The two receivers on each side as Dry will take the snap, steps back to throw. He's going to throw downfield, and it's going to be, almost caught into his hands, and it came right out. I think maybe at that point, the Tiger defender, and maybe Mateo Rivers, I can't tell what number he was, when he jumped to try to block it, knock it out of the air, because that'll do it for the third quarter. Maybe got his hand just in the right spot to where the receiver lost sight of the football and ended up not being able to make the catch. So that's the end of the third quarter. The Tigers lead 47-14, and we'll be back after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
Stone Mountain Carpet on Seymour's Drive in Cape Girardeau has one of the largest selections of flooring in the area. Come in and check out our wide selection of laminated vinyl plank flooring from many great brands. Also, we have a huge selection of ceramic tile. And don't forget carpet for the bedrooms. At Stone Mountain Flooring, we have the flooring in stock to fit your needs. So check out our location in Cape Girardeau on Seymour's Drive or visit us online at stonemountaincarpet.biz to complete all your flooring projects. Stone Mountain Flooring.
DollarSavingDeals.com is the Heartland Savings Superstore. Save up to half price on certificates to local businesses at DollarSavingDeals.com.
In Southeast Missouri, check out the deals from MV Nails in Sykeston, Freedom Fitness in Jackson, Reed's Harvest House in Chester, and Turk Dogs in Cape.
If you're in Cape, Sykeston, Jackson, Paducah, Chester, Carbondale, Mount Vernon, Marion, or anywhere in between, get to DollarSavingDeals.com or look for us on the Big Deals app.
Let's head back to the booth. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Farmington High School, a nice little run makes it 3rd and 4 as we start the fourth quarter. Tigers leading 47-14. Their Dry will get the snap. He's going to hand it off, and he'll be met at the line at the 45, so he'll gain a yard. That'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 3. No, they're going to say he got to the 46, so it's 4th and 2.
Okay. And looks like the Farmington offense will most likely stay on the field here.
Yeah, the Tigers needed that 2-point conversion to get that clock running. So they lead by 33. Fake the handoff, and Dry's going to keep it himself. He's got himself a 1st down, and he gets out of bounds on the near sideline. As will be 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line in Tiger territory. And a nice little pitch there, but he won't get anywhere. He's actually going to lose yards. Or the flag comes in at the end. I'm not sure. I think it may be a face mask. Oh, it's a horse collar.
Okay.
Horse collar tackle, and that'll be a big penalty, and that'll give him a 1st down, an automatic 1st down. So it'll be about the 28-yard line, 15-yard penalty.
Well, the offense will move a little bit closer after that penalty.
Or the 32, whatever.
That's a 31, 32.
31, I guess. Back to pass is Dry. He's going to throw, and nice catch. There on the side, the near sideline. And Fripp with the catch for Farmington. What I thought was a throw to the corner of the end zone. I thought he was going to miss that. I didn't realize Fripp was there till he made the catch here on the near sideline. So it's 1st and goal from the 9 for Farmington here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this offense, Ryan, I think it's sort of come alive a little bit late in this game. Definitely too late.
They're going to try the option as well, and he's going to lose yards. Back behind the 15-yard line, or at the 15. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 15. They can't seem to get it to work often enough. Farmington, that option play. And there have been quite a few times that he's had to quickly pitch the ball away as the defense coming in to get dry. And now he's going to roll to his right, looking in. He's going to tuck and run, and he'll get out of bounds shy of the 10-yard line at the 12, so he just gains 3. That's 3rd and goal now from the 12. .9:31 left here in the 4th as he ran out of bounds, so the clock will stop. Knights trying to do what they can to get some points on the board again. As we had 33 points in that 3rd quarter, Chandler. Dry's going to look to throw. He's going to run to his left. He's going to look some more. He's back to the 20, and he's going to try to run it himself. Works his way back at the 5, and at some point, you're going to have to blow the whistle because he's not making any more headway. And he finally gets tackled at about the 5. So it'll bring up 4th down, 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. A lot of the players for both teams on that one kind of seemed to just stop because they were expecting a whistle to mark forward progress. But they waited till they actually brought him down.
They did. And now that it's 4th and goal, looks like the offense will stay on the field. They'll try for a touchdown.
You got 2 receivers on each side. And Dry's going to roll. Here comes the defense. He's going to have to turn and go back to the left side. And he's going to trip and fall and get brought down at the same time. And another turnover on downs for the Knights as they 5 yards away from putting some points up on the board. That offensive line fell apart for Farmington, and the defense for the Tigers were all over Dry there at the end. He really had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that Tiger defense really stepping up here. Mason Oliver on the defensive line there for the Tigers as they will fall short, and now the Tigers get the ball back. 47-14 is your score. 8:35 remaining in the 4th.
They're actually going to get it on the 6th, so he actually lost a yard on that play. Wasn't able to get back to that line of scrimmage. And a fake throw, handoff to Boyd. Boyd's going to run around the left side. He's going down the far sideline. He's got nobody. It's a foot race to the end zone, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Keyshawn Boyd, 94 yards to the house.
And that should be his 3rd of the night.
54, yeah, that's his 3rd of the night. 53-14. As we await the extra point from Charlton, that should make it a 40-point game, and that'll definitely get the clock running here, even if he doesn't make the extra point.
Yep, regardless of if he makes or misses this one, we will get that continuous clock going. In fact, it's going right now.
It's going right now.
So we already got it going. 8:10 left to go in the ball game.
And Charlton will kick this one through the uprights. Makes it a 40-point game, 54-14 as the clock runs. We are down under 8 minutes to go now in the 4th quarter.
Let's go ahead and tell you about Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors, and Coatings. For all your roofing needs, call Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors, and Coatings. The #1 roofer in Southeast Missouri. RoofingByReynoldsMo.com, proud sponsors of Cape Central football. 54-14, that is your score. Clock is running, 7:30 remaining here in the 4th quarter. And Ryan, it's been a big performance offensively for this Tigers offense. Wow, this is the most points they've scored all season, I believe. I don't think or did we score 56 in that one game? I think we might have put up 56.
There's 56 in that one.
Yeah, okay. So if we get better than 56, it'll be the most points of the season. But yeah, 56 was, I don't even remember what game that was now without looking. We could look pretty easily here, but yeah, I believe 56 was the record this season. And that was against Sykeston. Then we beat them
That's
56 to 16. So here's the kickoff.
Another big kick from Charlton, caught at a 3-yard line, and he's going to try to bring it out. Gets it to the 20 and gets across to the 21, 22-yard line. Yeah, they'll mark it at the 22.
Number 16, Max Groupie with the return.
6.5 clock continues to run as we've got a 40-point game, so that mercy rule is in effect. A receiver on each side here for the Knights. And they've got the backup quarterback in here for Farmington, and he's going to hand it off. He'll get brought down in the backfield as A.J. Robbins in at quarterback for Farmington. As the Tigers do, they've got some of the backups kind of mixed in out there right now. We'll wait for the play to come in from the sideline for Farmington. As actually Chandler, and a high snap. That's not good, as he's going to have to fall on that one. That's actually going to be number 30, Chase Elder, who falls on it, and it's a big loss for the Knights. Back to the 10-yard line, 11-yard line, somewhere around there. That'll make it 3rd and long, 3rd and 21. Man. I actually think that maybe it may be just the backup quarterback in the game right now. I think they do have a couple backups in as well now for Farmington. And they're going to hand it off. He's going to try to run it up the middle, and he'll be brought down at about the 14-yard line. Nope. Sorry, the 14-yard line. There's Elder once again, and it's going to be 4th and 18. So they're going to punt it away.
Yeah, no point in going for this.
Back to punt for the Knights.
So they will send John Reed out for the Tigers to field this punt. It is 4th and 18 here, and less than 4 minutes to go.
That's a high punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the catch at the 48-yard line.
All right, well, the Tigers are coming back onto the field here on offense, and if they score, Ryan, it will be a record for most points of the season. 56 is the record currently. We mentioned that earlier. They beat Sykeston here a few weeks back. 56 to 16 was the final. Most points scored all season long, but we'll look to maybe add a little bit more as we have 3.5 minutes left to go in this one.
Ogle's in at quarterback, and we get a whistle.
Timeout, Farmington.
Farmington will take a timeout. They're going to talk it over. So Ogle's in at quarterback here. Backups in for the Tigers, as they're just going to try to run out the clock now. 3:31 to go.
So let's go ahead and tell you about Stone Mountain Flooring. Locally owned since 1993, Stone Mountain Flooring, your trusted source for all things flooring. Online at stonemountaincarpet.biz. That is Stone Mountain Flooring, proud sponsors of Cape Central Football. There are a few different ways you can tune in to us. Call this game on YouTube, Cape Central Sports live stream. You will find us there. Watch and listen to us call the game. Also on Cape Radio 95.7 FM and 1550 AM. 3:31 remaining as the Tigers lead it 54 to 14. 1st and 10 for them.
Man in motion. Ogles takes the snap, hands it off. Run it around the left side to the 35. And he'll be pushed out of bounds towards Murray, the running back for the Tigers here. With just over 3 minutes to go. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 30, looks like maybe the 36-yard line. Ogles sets up 3 receivers over to the right side. He'll put another man in motion. High snap, but he brings it down, gives it to Murray. Murray will lower his head as he gets across the 30, down to about the 26, 27-yard line. Let's see where they actually mark the football. They're marked at the 28. So a gain of 7 makes it 2nd and 3.
Yeah, we'll see, Ryan, if they're able to punch this in here for some more points or not.
Yeah, I think we're going to get we got a whistle. I don't think he made it off the field before he collapsed over there on the sideline. Collapse is the wrong word. That makes it sound worse than it is. He just fell down. So 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ogles puts a man in motion. Take the snap, and he's going to pitch it off. And back at the 30, he's going to get brought down. As that was Cameron Watson on the run.
We're getting some different players involved here.
I think that was Hayden Bowers, actually. That was Hayden 25, Bowers. Not 35. Hayden Bowers with the reception. I don't know. The man catching the pitch there. Yeah. I don't know.
And bring up a 3rd and 6 here with minute 30 left to go in the game.
2 receivers on each side. Man in motion. Ogles will fake the handoff, and he's going to get brought down back behind the line of scrimmage. Or actually, no, they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th down. So it's going to be 4th and 6 with a minute to go.
See what this offense does here on a 4th and 6. Clock continues to run. We've got 50 seconds left to go now.
So 3 receivers to the left side. He'll put a man in motion. Ogles will take the snap. He's going to hand it off. They're just going to run it. He'll get it across the 30 down to the 29, 28-yard line. And that'll be a turnover on downs for the Tigers with 27 seconds to go here in the game. And the clock has actually stopped. There you go. Now it's running again. Down to 22.
So I don't think we need to get another snap off if we don't have to here.
I don't think they're not in a big hurry to get to the line. The Knights. The Tigers defense not in a hurry to get out onto the field is really just kind of going to stand out there because that's exactly what they're going to do. Like you said, Chandler, they're not going to have another snap. They're going to let the clock expire and win this one 54-14 over Farmington. And we'll take a break. We'll step aside, and we'll be back with the postgame show after this. You're listening to Cape Central Tiger football on Cape Radio, 95.7 FM, and watching on YouTube at Cape Central Sports.
Stone Mountain Carpet on Seymour's Drive in Cape Girardeau has one of the largest selections of flooring in the area. Come in and check out our wide selection of laminated vinyl plank flooring from many great brands. Also, we have a huge selection of ceramic tile. And don't forget carpet for the bedrooms. At Stone Mountain Flooring, we have the flooring in stock to fit your needs. So check out our location in Cape Girardeau on Seymour's Drive or visit us online at stonemountaincarpet.biz to complete all your flooring projects. Stone Mountain Flooring.
Banterra Bank is proud to support the Cape Central Tigers and our local communities. I'm Phil Moore, Banterra Market Executive for Southeast Missouri, and we want to be your banking partner. We make banking easy with digital banking, plus exceptional service from our friendly team members at our branch on North Kings Highway. Whether you need a bank for yourself, your family, or your business, Banterra is a team to strongly consider. Stop by and see us. Banterra Bank, member FDIC.
Is your life stuck in a rut? Or maybe you just need to schedule time with friends. At the Cape Girardeau Career and Technology Center, we offer short-term personal enrichment classes such as motorcycle safety, photography, sewing, painting, ballroom dancing, and more. Visit our website at capectc.com for a full listing of classes we offer.
Your Career and Technology Center, Cape Girardeau CTC.
The CTC is a proud supporter of Cape Central High School. Go Tigers!
DollarSavingDeals.com is the Heartland Savings Superstore. Save up to half price on certificates to local businesses at DollarSavingDeals.com.
In Southeast Missouri, check out the deals from MV Nails in Sykeston, Freedom Fitness in Jackson, Reed's Harvest House in Chester, and Turk Dogs in Cape.
If you're in Cape, Sykeston, Jackson, Paducah, Chester, Carbondale, Mount Vernon, Marion, or anywhere in between, get to DollarSavingDeals.com or look for us on the Big Deals app.
It's Cape Central Tigers football season. Strickland Engineering is proud to support the athletes, coaches, parents, and fans who bring excellence to the field year after year. Strickland Engineering has been providing engineering services for over 40 years. Strickland Engineering works with schools, churches, healthcare, and municipalities across the country to move your projects forward, start to finish. One company, over 40 years of excellence. Strickland Engineering. Find us online at stricklandengineering.com.
Protect your home's curb appeal. Don't let black streaks lower the value of your home. Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coatings installs Owens Corning Street Guard algae-resistant shingles. These shingles inhibit the growth of algae by using a specialized copper line granule from 3M. They're available in a wide variety of styles and colors and comes with a 25-year algae resistance limited warranty. Keep your roof looking like new. Right roof, right roofer. Reynolds Roofing Exteriors and Coatings with locations in Marion and Cape Girardeau.
Every pass, every tackle, every touchdown. It's Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7.
Back here at Farmington High School, the Tigers win big 54-14 over the Farmington Knights. In Chandler, it took a little bit to get started, but the Tigers started scoring and then really never looked back, especially in that first half. They had a 27-point lead at halftime, and then that third quarter was a lot of touchdowns for both teams. All combined, I think we ended up with 33 points just in that third quarter. And then the Tigers were able to pull away. They matched the Knights touchdown for touchdown twice. Farmington scored, then Central, then Farmington, then Central, and then Central scored again. And then one more time.
And then they scored again. And how about 4 touchdowns from Thomas on the night and 4 touchdowns from Boyd. 240 yards from Boyd this evening also. So this has been the offensive performance, no doubt about that. You got a lot to feel good about if you're a Tigers fan this evening. Is they win by 40 points, 54-14. That is your score this evening, after bouncing back from that loss last week to the big rivalry matchup between Cape and Jackson. So the Tigers will improve their record to 6-1 this evening, and the Farmington Knights will fall now to 3 losses. And next week we will have the call for you. Who are we going to be taking on?
Lift for Life.
Lift for Life.
Which is a St. Louis area school.
Okay.
They are, actually, I wouldn't even say area. They're in St. Louis. They're practically downtown. They don't have their own football field, so they will have 2 home games against them. We'll play them at home this year and next year.
Oh.
Usually you sign a 2-year agreement with the team, and it'll just be 2 home games.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing that on the schedule, you know, looking ahead earlier in the season and everything, thinking, kind of wonder what that would be, but thanks for clarifying that, Ryan. That is the deal that they worked out. And, of course, next week we will have that call for you here on Cape Radio 95.7 FM, 1550 AM. Also on YouTube at Cape Central Sports. You can watch and listen to us call the game and follow along all season long. Cape Central improves their record to 6-1. Who are we going to give this player of the game to, Ryan? This is a toss-up here between Boyd and Thomas. Who are we going to go with?
You got a quarter? We'll flip a coin.
Flip a coin? I don't think I have
I'll tell you what.
change
We'll
on
just give it to both of them. We'll give them.
Yeah.
We'll just be co-players of the game.
Okay, yeah, because it was quite the offensive
that's tough
performance.
yeah. When they both score 4 touchdowns, I would say we'll give it to the one who had more touchdowns, but they had the same amount.
They had the same amount, and Thomas he had 3 of the he had 4 touchdowns total, 2 of which were receiving touchdowns. 1 was a rushing touchdown. The other one he did on the little trickery flea flicker that they had, and that was a pretty cool play that he did to Paul Tran. He ran it into the end zone, and 4 touchdowns from Boyd, 4 touchdowns from Thomas. We'll go ahead and say, yeah, both of them are our players of the game. Strickland Engineering, they sponsor our player of the game. Mechanical, electrical, civil, structural, and surveying. Strickland Engineering has you covered. For more information, find them online at stricklandengineering.com. So, Ryan, I think that's pretty well going to do it for us here, and we're going to be back again next week, back home. So that'll be good. We haven't had a lot of road games this year. We were talking about
3
that.
3 road games.
That's okay.
St. Charles West, Poplar Bluff, and Farmington.
It's just a much shorter drive, and we get to be home because the station is just right over the hill from where the Tiger Stadium is at. So we'll be back there once again next week for a 7 o'clock kickoff. Lift for Life Academy. That's who we're going to be taking on next week.
They're the Hawks, but they have SEMO's Red Hawk logo as their logo. Actually, they've changed, though. The beak is yellow instead of the silver or gray that SEMO has. So, yeah, they're the Hawks. And like I said, they don't have their own football field. They don't have anywhere for them to play. So they play on the road, I think, just
all the time.
All season long.
Every game's a road game.
Which, Saxony has their new JV team.
Yeah.
They don't have a field. They're building theirs or working on theirs, but all their games were all road games this year. So it's not common, but it does happen. There are teams that just, and they're fine with it, I guess. They haven't, I guess as long as kids come out to play football and they're willing to travel, that they'll put a team together. So, yep, that's who we'll face next week, and then we'll finish out the season the week after against Kennett, and then districts will begin. So,
heck yeah,
looks like unless something happens, even if Cardinal Ritter does lose and we finish with the same record, Cardinal Ritter will probably get the 1 seed because they beat Jackson. There is a common opponent in that one.
Okay.
But I think maybe they go by points scored, so that may actually be a little bit closer than I thought.
Yeah.
Actually, but I don't know.
It's all stuff for us
It
to
all
look
depends.
into.
Well, they also have a whole point system, too, to set it all up. And I think at this point, this late in the season, Central will be the 2 seed. Cardinal Ritter will be the 1 seed. So they won't meet each other until the district championship if both teams make it there. So, but yeah, like Chandler said, that'll do it for us here. For Anthony and Paul back at the station. For Chandler, am I right? I'm Ryan Winkler. We'll see you next week at home for Lift for Life. Thanks for listening.
Who run this?
You've been listening to Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM News Talk. This presentation of Cape Central Tigers football has been brought to you by Reynolds Roofing, Exteriors and Coatings, Banterra Bank, Cape Career and Technology Center, Rosati's Pizza, Stone Mountain Flooring, Strickland Engineering, and DollarSavingDeals.com. Join us next time for more Cape Central Tigers football on Cape Radio 95.7 FM News Talk.